got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.
Good afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever you're listening to us, wherever you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube's podcasts or on the Facebooks. It's Kellen Nitro for Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited coming at you with another classic Nitrostake. Basically, it's the Oprah's book club for wrestling nerds. We pick a pay-per-view, we go around the wheel, and everybody picks a pay-per-view, and we review that person's said pay-per-view pick, and does it add up by today's standards? Does it not add up by today's standards? This show will be a doozy because today we do WCW's Bash at the Beach 2000. So let me let's bring in the co-contributors because it's not just me. I am, of course, representing the hardcore wrestling fan base here and the host with the most, wearing his beach shirt, Hawaiian shirt once again. So we got the Yeti with the ducky again there. We'll bring in Mr. TL first, who's been kind of the lapsed wrestling fan amongst us and a proud lapsed wrestling fan, if I do may so myself. First of all, how are you doing?
I hate you all.
Mr. TL, the house cat of Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited, basically.
I hate you all for making me watch this.
We'll bring in a fellow wrestling nerd like myself, the man, the myth, the structure of our podcast. It's the house. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Are you bringing a golden retriever energy since we got the house cat in the house today?
I guess so. Yeah. No, I'm having some problems with my camera this morning, but
that's
yeah,
okay.
I'm excited to talk about some entertainment, some Crash TV Formula Wrestling, as we got to experience with this event.
Oh man, yes, this is Vince Russo's magnum opus, as people have dubbed it online, for the very small amount saying good and a very large amount saying bad. But we'll get into that as we go. And the man whose pay-per-view choice it was. And also the man who could be on the hot seat a little bit later on. We'll talk about that as we get to it. It's Mr. Craig P. Fraser.
That's a 13 to hit.
Okay. Hey. There you go. There you go. 13 to hit. So that's a powerful strike. That's not bad. They'll usually fall most opponents, but
could potentially hit.
Yes, exactly. There we go. How you doing?
Great.
He knows what he did, and he is smirking about it.
I know exactly what I did.
So Craig, it was your pay-per-view pick. The wheel spinner fell on you. Why WCW Bash at the Beach 2000? We'll start there.
Sometimes you can't help but look at the train wreck when it happens. Sometimes you have to watch the train wrecks. Sometimes you watch great pay-per-views. Sometimes you got to watch the shit ones because it's all a part of wrestling history.
Have you? Yeah, that's right, and that's what we covered here on the show. Have you seen lately? Just a quick aside on TikTok and that stuff. The rash of like truck drivers or trucks getting hit by trains online. I don't know what the case is. So that's like big semi trucks and that stuff. They like get stranded on train tracks and everything.
What's your algorithm right now?
I don't know, but they just showed up.
Watching.
I thought this was like a worldwide like Instagram and TikTok thing, but I guess not.
No,
but
I'm not getting any of that.
I was getting a lot of train wrecks. Ironically, since I started watching this show, so there we go. Maybe that's the case. Mr. TL is just Grumpy Cat in the upper right hand corner, so we'll let him simmer for a bit here, and we'll get right into
this. You did this to me on purpose, Craig Fraser.
I'm sure there's something you liked on the
Maybe.
show.
I actually did it to myself because sometimes
Yes.
I enjoy when I know it's going to be garbage. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
let's see how garbage it is. Because sometimes it is just bliss.
This was a multiple sitting watch for me. I started it and I think I stopped and restarted it about 3 or 4 times because it was what did that you know
You mean
like
you weren't on the edge of your seat the entire time?
no I was bemused and confused, if that was more along the
I
lines.
kind of wanted to see, because this is infamously kind of the pay-per-view. Not, there's I guess there's multiple, but like this is one pay-per-view that a lot of people say this was, if this wasn't the final nail in the coffin of WCW, it was like the beginning of the final.
In my opinion, this was the kickstart of the boulder falling off the mountain.
Exactly.
That killed WCW. Yes.
Sometimes I was like, I wanted to see just exactly why. And
No, this is the final nail in the coffin.
Is it final nail? See, some have said final nail. Some say it's the beginning of the end. Some say it was
This is way beyond the start of the fall. This is the.
I mean, the
end of
company was already going to be, regardless if this event happened or not, the company was already going to be out of business by March.
Mm-hmm.
The owners of the company did not want to own it anymore.
They were victims of what it was deemed to be the worst corporate venture in American history, or corporate merger, I should say, in American history, American business history, which stems back a good 250, 300 years. So
yeah, I mean, both companies are not really around anymore.
The only one that's left is Time Warner, and they're miles different than what they were even back then. So miles different, but yeah. So Bash at the Beach 2000, everybody. This was the poster on our thumbnail here that we used from July 9th, 2000. They go back to the Oceanfront Center, which, if you remember, was the home of Bash at the Beach in 1996. So I could kind of see the planning going into this, go back to a familiar building where you've had success in running this pay-per-view brand at in the past. But it had been 4 years. But okay, go. Absolutely.
Who is that man that is disco dancing on the poster?
No, that's the thing. I think it's a ref. I don't know.
That's Nick Patrick. That has to be Nick Patrick.
Why?
Kane.
Why is that there? That graphic would look so good if they just removed that.
I don't know why that is there. I don't know if that's. I've Googled multiple copies of the poster and he's on it, so I don't think that's somebody's thumbnail.
When you think of Bashes at the Beach, you think of disco dancing referees and Goldberg screaming into the void.
Yeah, I'm googling the image again just to double check it, and yep, that's right from Wikipedia.
That's the event photo. That's our poster.
Our small soldiers referee is in the corner here. Because it looks like somebody animated him out of small soldiers, just put it on there. And I had totally forgot that this event was sponsored too. It was presented by Masterlock, of all things.
And they will not let you forget that.
It's everywhere. It's on the ring apron. It's on...
They're the only ones giving us money.
Well, the pay-per-view before this, the Great American Bash, was sponsored by Castro GTX, and they did a similar thing where the Castro GTX stuff was all over the motor oil stuff was all over the buildings. Oh, whatever. Looked like a car race. It was like, what the hell?
This did have the reek of like early 2000s in Florida. Like, I actually just recently, because I had never actually seen Too Fast, Too Furious. I think that's the one that's set in Miami. And man, does it not hold up. My favorite part is when Paul Walker calls Tyrese Gibson "cuh." Like, what the fuck is happening?
It was 2000.
Yep.
Ludicrous. What are you doing?
Just it was a different time. So
that movie was god awful.
It was much like this pay-per-view. Nothing has been going good for WCW as we are in the midst of the hot potato era of the big gold belt. I don't know where we're at in the title transition sequence here, but we're got to be itching up to double digits at this point of the year.
This champions. Is called the Vince Russo era or the Double J era. That's where we are.
Russo openly has admitted that when he books or writes TV, he has to think about it if you're holding the remote in your hand at all times.
He was booking this thinking about having the remote in his hand.
Yep, pretty much. So he's like, I got to make sure something's happening at all times.
Yeah. I have my own notes for the show, but I've also took some notes from WrestlingRecaps.com and a great writer that's on that site, Bob Calling Jr., who does some excellent pay-per-view reviews and everything. And he has some great lines in his review article for this show. Anytime he opens or you read an article where it opens, it says Vince Russo is a prick, you've got my attention right away. And then later on in the article, he says, I like to think of the show as, air quotes, assholes collide, though, so they both deserve anything nasty that happens to them. And that's what had happened, I guess. So I just like that. I just like that line. I like to think of the show as, air quotes, assholes collide. So
That's good tagline.
Yeah.
If I rolled my eyes any harder at this pay-per-view, they would have fallen out of my friggin' head.
Well,
then Danhausen can collect him and give him to Michael Cole.
don't start with Danhausen. Don't start. What? Man.
He's all over TV lately.
Was he one of the three ninjas?
Oh yeah, let's get to the beginning of that.
on Free Ninjas on Mega Mountain. Is that what we're
No, we start off the show with
Well,
three ninjas trying to assault
the cat?
the
He's
cat.
hanging out. He just gets out of his limo. The show opens with
Oh no,
WCW
my friend. He gets out of the limo to no fanfare.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the parking lot wondering who the hell this
They're
guy
watching him and they don't know who he is and what's going on.
Nobody cares.
It's not they don't know who he is. It's the fact of lack of empathy or anything towards
Nobody
him.
cares.
It's just like, nobody cares.
It's so bad. Actually,
Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt.
This is the guy that this isn't like the wrestler, the cat, or is it?
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah,
is Ernest
Ernest
Cat
the Cat
Miller.
Miller.
There's a cat, yeah, because he plays the Ayatollah in the wrestler movie.
Yes,
He
he
does.
does.
That's right.
Okay,
That's him.
Mm-hmm.
this
And
is
he-
not as good.
And
as
he
that.
got ambushed as soon as he got out of his limbo by three ninjas who failed to finish the job.
Kung Fu music starts playing, and the young dragons are surrounding the cat, and the cat basically beats him up.
No,
And walks
they
out.
hold him up. They throw some punches to his gut, and he says, "I ain't got time for this," and kicked all three of them in the balls.
Yeah.
He kept moving.
It's wrestling.
We're off to a great
Wrestling.
start.
It's a cold
Thank you,
open
everybody.
too. That's a cold open.
Yeah.
I have never seen a pay-per-view start this way ever. When I started, I was crying. I was
Trash
like,
TV.
first of all, besides all of the racial
Russo vision.
ninjas don't attack to music. That defeats the purpose of being ninja.
Yeah.
Especially when he goes, "Where that music coming from? Who left that music on?" What the hell is that?
My literal facial expression when this came on the screen was, I was like, "What is this?"
This is pro wrestling. This is pro.
Oh, I even me. When I started watching this and that happened, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have picked this one.
We haven't even gotten to the title
We're not
screen
even
yet.
full minutes in, Craig Fraser.
We're not 1 minute in to this pay-per-view.
We're not,
We
we're not,
It was so dumb.
we spent 14 minutes just.
Oh.
But
But
anyway.
don't worry, we'll get plenty more ninjas and Ernest the Cat later on.
Oh God!
God. All right. Well,
What happens next, Lorax?
The title. The
We
title
have a
screen.
very 2000 era open. Again, I forgot the show was sponsored by Master Lock, but then by the end of the show, they don't make you forget that it's sponsored by Master Lock. Commentary team for this show, as we get into it a little bit more, is Scott Hudson, Tony Schiavone, and Mark Madden. So this is a first-time commentary trio for us to review on the channel. Gentlemen, thoughts on the Hudson, Schiavone, Madden trio throughout the show?
Who in the blue hell are these two?
I do say I do like Scott.
Yeah.
Matt, I can't stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Scott seemed okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Schiavone was good, Schiavone, but yeah, but this
Yeah.
other guy, I was like, you need to not be on the desk.
So Scott Hudson was the voice of Global Championship Wrestling on ESPN,
Okay,
and then WCW hired him to do their B and C shows, and he eventually worked his way up to their main commentary desk. Mark Madden was a Pittsburgh area news writer that was into wrestling, and they brought him in to run their online division in about 97 or 98 or so, and basically threw him in there when Bobby Heenan had his spat with WCW and decided to leave.
oh,
So Mark Madden is supposed to be the new age Bobby Heenan.
Okay, but there's a difference. We actually know who Bobby Heenan is. He's
Right.
been years into being a wrestler, and then even more years being a manager who's been on our TVs for decades. Who the hell is this guy?
The third man.
You
He's the
can't
third
just
man.
randomly be a heel commentator. You have to have a history.
Oh,
Otherwise, you're just some asshole with a microphone.
that
And he
desk in 2000 goes through a rotation of heel commentators. There's like
And to
8
me-
of them throughout the year.
To me, he comes off as even a more excited Jerry Lawler.
Wow.
Where's Mike today?
Yeah, great question. I think he's doing their B shows with Scott Hudson. So
God. By the way, we actually skipped over the very best part of this entire pay-per-view,
oh, okay.
which
Go
is
for it.
that opening little movie package.
Very 2000s, yes.
It is very 2000s, but it's kind of like, okay, there's something to watch here. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
we got a little
It-
something. They put a little
it-
money into this production.
Uh-huh.
That was-
It built
they're trying to, like Kevin Nash even talked about before. I've heard where he said in like the late 90s when, you know, Attitude Era was really picking up in WWF, every match had that kind of cinematic event, like movie before every match, so you're caught up even if you hadn't been watching.
Yeah.
And so this was very clearly WCW like, we could do that too.
Yes.
it's again Russo bringing in Dave Sahadi, who was the guy that wrote and produced all those vignettes for WWF. And so they're doing the same thing right now at this point, or at
Well,
least
that's
attempting to.
Well, that was the high point.
Yeah. so
At least they have good editing.
so
It's all
TL
downhill from here.
gives the editing a 6 out of 10, and now it's downhill from there.
Yep.
Can't tell if Tony Schiavone is hyping the pay-per-view or trying to hype himself up to call the pay-per-view from the opening. So
Okay, if they're trying to give a badass look and they're trying to take this sort of seriously, like real things are going on here, why are they all in Hawaiian shirts?
I'm in a Hawaiian shirt, kind of, sort of. Look, see,
Yeah,
it's it.
he's
The
trying to
Yeti.
fit in. He's fitting in.
I'm fitting in. 'cause we're on
You're
the beach.
doing it because we're on a podcast 26 years later. Why
the
did
beach.
they do it 26 years ago?
Because
They're on
fat
Daytona
guys in
Beach.
Hawaiian shirts is cool.
Back at the beach.
Yeah, that's right. It's a beach party.
Beach party.
What party? There's no party atmosphere. There's no sand. There's no beach.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of that crowd would look like they were having, no matter how bad the angles were, a lot of that crowd looked like they were having a good time.
It's also Florida, so like a floral
That's true,
shirt is
too.
actually like that's dress code for most buses.
It's Florida in the summertime when it's like 150 degrees outside.
That's the official Florida uniform.
Kellen is overdressed for a business meeting right now in Florida.
I am. Yes, that's right. I'm in good dress for the golf course in Florida.
There you go.
So there we go. But yeah. So
Yeah, but nothing says Florida like a dark arena.
Sure.
that's a good point.
They should have had it on an actual beach.
They used to.
Well,
They used to.
96 was literally a beach setup in the entrance that Hulk Hogan famously walked down before he turned on Macho Man.
Yeah, and they used to do the beach nitros. That they could have themed it like that too.
Yeah.
Where the ring is surrounded by water?
Yeah, they've done that a couple times.
Yeah, where they did that was like a Club La Vila and a couple other places.
Also in Panama City, Florida.
Panama
wasn't it?
City, yeah. Yeah, all of them. All
And
of those
this
were in
pay-per-view
Panama
was in
City, yeah.
Daytona Beach. Yeah.
Right. So no beach aspect whatsoever, except for all the announcers in beach clothing.
Yeah, even they used to have a special entrance for Bash of the Beach where they had sand and beach chairs
Yes. That's
This
the
one
one.
just the Titantron.
Yep.
Mean Gene is in a like a got the Hawaiian shirt going. That's him with Nash. Later on, we'll talk.
God.
They have their bubble-headed, bleach blonde Pamela Polchak at the time doing like a beach dress type thing too, and yeah. Anyways, we'll finally get to our opening match here, boys.
Oh,
For
God.
the WCW Cruiserweight title. The runtime for it was 12 minutes and 7 seconds, and it's the Juice Juventud Guerrera, the champion, taking on Lieutenant Loco, who is Chavo Guerrero Jr. for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Runtime was 12 minutes and 7 seconds. Lieutenant Loco wins and walks out with the Cruiserweight title, but there is a lot of overbooking off the top here.
There's a
way
lot
too
of.
many people coming down to the ring in this match.
I think there was
A lot
about
of people coming
37
down to the
people
ring
ran
in
into
this
this match.
And let's talk about the disguises.
Oh, yeah. Everyone had masks, but the same
Oh.
clothes,
They all had masks.
but the same army gear.
And the thing for me is like because they had so much of this bullshit going on throughout the match, like this could have been just a decent opening match because you had two decent good workers.
Mhm.
Chavo
They
and
just
Juventud are both.
had a wrestling match, but
When the
Nope.
stipulation drops that both of the when the stipulation drops that both of the factions that both individuals belonged to at the time were banned from ringside, I thought, oh, cool. So they're going for an old school kind of pay-per-view open like we've seen in the past with WCW pay-per-views, a la 1997, 1998 or something like that, right? Nope. Just run in after run in after run in.
but don't worry, it's not us. I'm wearing pantyhose on my head. Who could it be?
I'm a different person.
I haven't changed anything about my wardrobe or nothing. Just
My shirt still says general reaction.
general erection. Wearing a horse master. What if was wearing a horse master? Or something?
Yeah, quick aside, Craig. I'll ask you this because you run a LARP community and you do run LARP events. If you are changing character roles during a game, what is enough for you guys to constitute a change of character? I guess
It depends. I mean, obviously, if you're wearing same armor and you're not wearing a kind of a mask or anything like that, you kind of have to suspend disbelief a little bit because it's a lot of
of course.
fans that you can't just rip your face off and put on a new face. But usually you want to do enough of like maybe change out your armor set, maybe change your base layers. Like if I'm wearing pants and a shirt, I'm going to switch to a different Rust character. I'll put on my kilt and then I'll put on a different shirt. And then maybe I'll put war paint on, or if I have war paint on, I'll take it off to come out without war paint.
Right. So put like an idiom of effort in to
you gotta put some effort into trying, and of course your actions, how you act in ways or something like that.
Of course. Would you send both the Filthy Animals and MIA back to their camps to rejig to say no, that's too similar?
If those guys were coming out to play NPCs for me to attack the players, and they're like, "Yeah, we just put on," I'd be like, "You guys, like, we lay out like we have." When we have our NPCs switch up just for us, like we'll put out if we're playing ghouls, like we have masks, we have a balaclava to put on underneath the mask, we have layers, outer layers, we have armor pieces, different weapons, like we will actually have costume.
You actually put effort in.
Yes.
These guys put zero effort in.
They're still there. It's like I'm not the same person. I'm Bill Clinton now. Still wearing military fatigues.
I thought so. Okay, so Bill DeMont, General Erection, Hugh Morris, whatever, is going through the crowd with that Clinton mask on. I looked up. I thought that was Don Morocco for a second. I was like, "What the hell?"
Don Morocco, what's he doing here in the Impact Zone?
I was trying to think because WCW did that Nitro where they brought in all the old New York area legends to wrestle Jeff Jarrett that one night. And that was, is this when this happened? I can't remember. But anyways,
now, WCW for some reason loves a Bill Clinton mask. I don't know why. They've used Bill Clinton masks like 5 or 6 different matches by this point.
Probably because Turner bought a bunch of them and they had to use them somehow. They were just hanging around the props department or something. So, and TL is sullen in the corner. So,
I was just gonna sit this one out. I mean, God, what do you say about this? First of all, Conan comes out wearing a turtleneck.
In Florida.
Disco Inferno comes out wearing Kobe Bryant jersey and matching shorts. So apparently in Florida.
Yeah.
So apparently he's a basketball player that said literally word to your mother.
Oh,
And also,
I thought that might have been the whitest thing I've ever seen somebody do.
Disco.
he also he also is wearing Lakers gear in a Miami Heat city. Like Daytona Beach is like big Miami Heat.
We just said
around
that.
there. Yeah.
We said that.
Well, I'm making it more obvious. There we go. I don't think it was.
Well, we obviously said it. Rey Mysterio has no mask and is carrying a girl on top of it, and they never explain who the girl is.
Yeah, she was like a Nitro girl, I think, that just started hanging around with them. There was that's all we know.
I don't know what the name of the group is.
Filthy Animals.
Is that who they are?
Yes, Filthy Animals. Yeah.
Yes, they were faunted.
Isn't Kidman supposed to be part of that?
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. But the month before, Kidman lost to Hulk Hogan in that number 1 contenders match. So Kidman's
Why the
off
hell
TV
is he
this
fighting Hulk? Oh God!
Billy Kidman had a match with Hulk Hogan.
Billy Kidman has defeated Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
Wow.
Pinfall.
Like clean. Hogan put him over. Oh my God.
One of the few.
Yeah, but nothing says filthy animals like Disco Inferno in a Kobe Bryant outfit.
Yeah, it is pretty filthy.
In Florida.
Absolute filth.
You're looking for dirty trash. I mean, that's
in Florida, everybody.
that's
in
Florida trash right there.
And then the other group who has absolutely no connection. What are
Misfits in Action.
Misfits in Action.
Yes, with funny names that are definitely euphemisms.
Yeah,
like
like
Hugh Morris became General Erection.
General Erection.
Yeah.
He was
Girl
originally
here
called
is wrestling
Private Erection.
as
The
Lieutenant
funny
Loco.
joke is his first gimmick was Private Erection, but he got mad with creative, and he's like, I'm better than a private. Give me a better rank.
So it's General. Yeah.
General. He got promoted quick.
General Erection.
Chavo walks out there with New Jack's pants.
Lieutenant Loco. Yeah.
Flash
Lieutenant
LaRue.
Loco.
Was Corporal Cajun. Yeah.
And then Major Guns.
Major Guns.
Oof.
Tyleen Buck.
Porn star.
Yep. Adult
Future.
actress that they brought on.
Prior to, I think.
Yeah, she was
This is how we start
Model
the
slash
show.
porn star.
This is how we start the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Where the run-in makes absolutely no sense. The referee has no idea what's going on.
Everybody's
two
made up.
workers.
Points don't matter.
You have 2 workers who can put on a great cruiserweight match that actually gets hampered by all the bullshit that's going on around the match.
Pretty much what happens.
And
This-
Guerrero thinks he's The Rock.
Oh my God, Hooven 2 did a people's elbow.
Yep.
Yeah. Your opening match, everybody, for the WCW Cruiserweight.
Oh, and Chavo
title.
wins because, by the way, Major Guns makes a distraction that, first of all, doesn't end up in the official count to make the match over.
Yep. Yeah.
It happens later anyway, so he would have won whether she was there or not.
Yep. She didn't do
Right.
anything.
Oh,
Nobody was paying attention to her distraction.
Man.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the camera missed it.
Yes.
The camera on the production missed it. It was like, whoa. The crowd reacted because there was people in the crowd that saw it.
Well, yeah, she was taking clothes off, man.
Hot woman, yeah, obviously. How can you miss that?
Well,
they
tell us,
did.
Lorax, what happens next?
Well, according to my notes, backstage we've got the Cat back in his office. We get another thing with the Young Dragons.
Where'd that music from?
Wait a sec. They were attacking him earlier, and now they're just hanging by his side.
Yeah, he's trying to reason with them, or not reason with them, but at least kind of deal with them or something. I don't know, but it was strange. Jeff Jarrett walks in with a Viking opera singer. At this point, I wrote down, I don't know what is going on. I mean, I'm here for it, but I don't know what's going on.
And Jeff Jarrett's like, is Hulk Hogan going to be here tonight? Because I brought this opera singer.
The
point was he was going to bring the fat lady who sings, and he literally bought a fat singing lady.
Yeah.
because he jumped Hogan on Thunder, and there was talk that Hogan would not show up to the pay-per-view.
And the fat lady also, every time she's on camera, she just hums.
I'm just watching Frazier just go incorporeal.
It was so bad. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's bad. It's terrible.
So awful.
Oh, here's the still from it. There we go.
Oh God.
That's a slap nuts. It never gets old for me. Like, that is the dumbest thing ever. Oh
His
God.
character was
Frazier-
stupid. His catchphrase was stupid. His ideas were stupid. His haircut is stupid. Everything about him is stupid. I don't know how he ended up the head of TNA after this. He should have been
Money.
run out of the wrestling business.
His dad owned the company.
Yeah.
They should have been run out of the wrestling business after this.
No, they had panda energy.
Well, it should have gone extinct.
No, they actually survived longer than WCW.
Will you shut up?
Craig's going to order the Listen Up Slapnuts t-shirt on eBay and wear it on a future podcast, bro.
I don't even know if I would want to waste money on that. I don't even know if I want to stoop that low.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the iteration of it. All right, but we do have to hit on a serious topic that was going around at the time here. The haphazardness, I should say, of this Hogan Jeff Jarrett angle has a reason behind it. So this is straight from Wikipedia. Prior to the event going on air, so earlier in the day, there was a backstage dispute between Hollywood Hogan and head of WCW Creative, Vince Russo. Hogan wanted to win the WCW championship in his match against Jeff Jarrett and leave the pay-per-view as a champion, but Russo wanted to have Jarrett retain it and lose it later to Booker T that same night. Russo told Hogan that he was going to have Jarrett lie down for him to work a real conflict, although Jarrett was not told it was a work. And we'll talk about that second part of that paragraph here and that stuff a little bit later on in the pay-per-view when it actually happens. But there was that dispute that, doing a little bit more research on it, wasn't just on the pay-per-view. It was the week leading up to the pay-per-view between Russo and Hogan kind of butting heads. And don't forget, Hulk Hogan has that creative control clause in his contract. So that's that's why we've got the haphazardness of ninjas in the commissioner's office and stuff.
No. The
Just to fill
ninjas have
time.
nothing to do with anything.
No, the ninjas are a red herring.
You know what, brother? I'm not going to do the pay-per-view unless you do that ninja thing that makes me laugh so much.
All right, thanks for that, Lorax. Let's move on to the next part.
Well, hey, I'm just trying to put context into things here. So
Well, we're not there yet.
No,
WCW,
we're still got our second match to talk about.
well,
Good Lord.
WCW Hardcore title. So the Hardcore champion at the time is this fellow, Big Vito, who was Skull Von Crush in ECW. We actually talked about him in the Anarchy Rules 1999 episode and review that we did a few months back on the channel. Taking on question marks. He was supposed to take on Terry Funk, but Terry Funk got jumped. So now Terry Funk is not in the match. It ends up being Screaming Norman Smiley with Ralphus. Yes, Screaming Norman is back, and he has Chris Jericho's old right-hand man, Ralphus, with him. Ends up being a handicap match, I should say, rather, for the WCW Hardcore Championship. The runtime for this thing ends up being, what time was it? It was 5 minutes and 56 seconds on the Wikipedia timer. WCW's Cruiserweight division is just a cheap, great value knockoff of WWF's Hardcore division at the time, which is a cheap knockoff of the ECW Hardcore Revolution that was going on at the time. So we have a copy of a semi-authentic thing that still was getting quite watered down at the time in 99 and 2000. But nothing really to write home about this other than kind of cool to see Screaming Norman back on a WCW pay-per-view. with the big wiggle. But other than that, that's it. So
This was a screaming pile of dog shit of a match.
bad, yes.
This
It's-
was- oh,
This
man.
is where weapons don't matter. You can hit your guy with 1,000 garbage cans; he'll keep walking.
Didn't he do that with Ralphus? Didn't they hit something with Ralphus and Ralphus just turned around and walked away?
Yep.
He did.
Yep.
You just
You-
out of here. Which
The
in
WCW
reality-
Hardcore title is the equivalent of probably the cracker box toy you would get. That's what it
Ralphus
works.
reminds, Ralphus on this pay-per-view reminds me of those critical NPCs that are in like RPG games where you can like beat the crap out of them and that stuff, but they don't die. They just walk off the set once their bit's done, you know.
Ralphus is not a trained wrestler. Ralphus should not be involved.
If you didn't know why ECW fans hated WCW before, after watching this match, you know exactly why they don't like WCW.
Yes. Because they were taking their wrestler, they were taking their ECW wrestler, signing them to big contracts, and then putting them into garbage matches like this. So, yep, I could see the beef. I could definitely see the beef there. Yeah. So, you know, slightly amusing, but ultimately not worthy of being on a
Oh,
pay-per-view.
sorry, slightly amusing. What was so
Slightly
amusing about
amused.
this?
Well, it's funny. I don't think I laughed.
Was it when Ralphus was holding up a garbage can and hiding behind it while what's his name, Vito was on the ground? And he's like,
I did kind of chortle at that. I was just like, what the hell are you doing?
"You need to grow up." All right. This was such, as Craig said, dog shit.
Yes.
And you were happy to see Norman Smiley.
Smiley.
Norman. I do like Norman.
Yeah.
In his-
He got
in
thrown
his-
into the elevator.
Love me some Norman Smiley.
Norman
He's
is
good.
better than this, though.
He is. Yeah, there's
You
better
wouldn't
Norman
know it at
Smiley
this
matches.
presentation wearing his 69 Big Wiggle football uniform.
Yeah, no. He's acting like X-Pac for some reason.
Well, don't forget the FIFA football unis were in 2000, but ultimately not on that level. So
Sports jerseys. Everyone was wearing sports jerseys.
backstage, Goldberg arrives with Scott Hall's contract in his pocket. He's having a match with Nash for that contract. Nash is interviewed and gets nostalgic, but really looks like he could care less. Yes.
So, Kellen, do you have reason why Goldberg has Scott Hall's contract? How did he obtain this contract?
I don't. Do you?
It's like, hey, Bill, we can't pay you this week, but we can give you Scott's contract, and you can do whatever you'd like with it.
I know that Scott Hall is out of the company at this point, and so this was a way to write him off, basically, because they had
You know how you
gone
write him
through a
off?
thing where they were
Just
teasing
stop
him.
talking about him.
Yeah.
Just stop talking about him, and that writes him off.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that if Goldberg has the contract already, he can't
Mhm.
just tear it up.
Mhm.
But I have to beat Kevin Nash first, and then I can tear it up.
No, it's Kevin Nash's last chance to get it back from Goldberg.
Yeah. Or
Right.
Goldberg will tear it up.
I mean, Kevin Nash
Tear
in
it
this
up.
entire pay-per-view had the energy of like the divorced dad who has his kids at the water park.
Yes,
The kids
absolutely.
like
This between this one and this one kind of tells the story. That's in the match. This is before the match. That's the
Dad's
promo we just
week
talked about.
with the kids at the water park, and he's like, "Oh,
Yes.
fuck, come on!"
He's been there 3 hours already, and he's had 7
Yeah.
Coors Lights.
Yeah.
and he's sunburned. Kids
He's trying
and
he's trying to think of a way to get home and not hit every check stop in the county on our way back to the house. You know?
Also, I hated in his interview the camera kept like bouncing around in
Yeah.
front of him, like it wouldn't stay stationary, as if
That-
somehow it was more entertaining to keep the thing moving. I'm like, stop doing that.
That was a trope
Oh.
of 2000s TV though.
Blair's Witch
Like, that was
Project
everywhere.
was the
Yeah.
theme. Yeah.
Yeah. but that was a shit movie. So why would you take that idea?
Because at the time it wasn't a shit movie. It made a
It,
lot
it
of
was
money.
it was in vogue at the time. The WCW wasn't the only people doing it. It was like if you watch Much Music or MTV, they were doing that all the
But
all
literally-
the time, so.
They're doing that, and Kevin Nash's demeanor is like, "Hey, you know, I gotta fight for Scott." I'm like, "What the
I
fuck
never
are
had
you
a problem
doing?"
with Scott.
I'm like, "Do you have any fire up at all? Does this mean anything?" It's stupid.
No, because he doesn't have a problem with anybody.
No, he's just finishing up his commitments. He just wants to
That's
finish
it.
up his
He's
commitments.
very much
Also-
yeah.
I don't understand the story of this. Why are they booing Goldberg? The Outsiders literally came in to destroy WCW. Goldberg was the big thing to try and take down the NWO. They have Scott Hall's contract, which could now be terminated, and somehow Goldberg's the bad guy.
Yes.
Who got
Because
bull tasered by Scott Hall to lose his first match against Kevin Nash.
Yes, we should mention that this is the first rematch on pay-per-view between the two of them since that Starrcade 98.
Oh, they could have built a big thing out of that.
They could have. That should have been what they've built the match around is, hey.
And they didn't. And why? Why is this happening? Why is Goldberg the bad guy in this?
I think they're trying to maybe because how they saw how Stone Cold had a heel turn at this point already in WWF that maybe they had to make Goldberg the heel. But
they're trying to make him edgy Goldberg.
Edgy Goldberg. But the thing is you can't have a guy like Goldberg be a heel because I'm sorry, Bill Goldberg, but he's not that good of an actor.
He's a machine.
No, he's awful.
He's just a robot. You need to have charisma, and you need to have it's one thing to go out there and get cheap heat, but it's another thing to go out there and get people they want to see you get your ass kicked.
Yes,
genuinely to where they care.
Absolutely.
But Goldberg is just Scott Hall's contract, and it's that's not. That doesn't work.
There's also two things about this. One, the WWF at the time had a backup to Stone Cold, which is named The Rock.
Yes.
WCW does not have that at all.
No.
They have the juice.
Well, they should pour that shit down the drain. Now,
they have the juice.
Number two, I kind of forgot what
WCW is corn. It has the juice.
Oh, God.
It has.
But anyways, sorry, that was the other point. Number two, Stone Cold's heel turn didn't work at all, and people didn't want to boo him.
No,
and that still hasn't happened yet.
No, that's in the future. That's a year from this, basically.
Oh, that wasn't happened yet. Oh, so it didn't even.
No.
Okay.
That's Invasion, so that's 01. So that's a year from this.
Yeah, it would have had to been after. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they took their hottest act and made him a bad guy for absolutely no reason.
Because they thought it would draw ratings for some reason.
Yeah.
Why would you? Okay. All right. I got to fight.
The
I
answer
got to fight the logic of Russo on this one.
I was gonna say,
it's bad.
Russo's the type of guy, if you ordered a pizza, he would deliver you a birthday cake. And you'd be like, "Where's my pizza?" And he'd be like, "Aren't you entertained?"
He's like, "But a
surprise, bro."
You can blow candles on a birthday cake. You can't blow candles on a pizza." And then he'd look at you like that.
Act of surprise, bro. Yeah.
You're like, "Uh-huh."
Oh man, yeah. No, let me tell you that was. I just looked at what's upcoming too. So if Mr. TL doesn't have the aneurysm by this point in the show, he'll have one after the segment probably. But
what happens now?
Okay. Up next on the pay-per-view, we're moving along here. The wedding gown match.
Oh God, I forgot.
For the right to marry David Flair.
For the right to marry David Flair, we have Daphne with Crowbar versus Miss Hancock, so Stacy Keibler, in a wedding gown match, which was 4 minutes and 14 seconds long. And yeah, well, we'll get into it here.
No, we don't have to. It's fine.
It
reminds me of the first match.
It's basically it's like we have one of the hottest up and coming women in the industry on our roster. Let's parade her in hot lingerie and freaking you name it.
That was a crazy wedding dress, man.
Your gratuitous shots for the viewers that are watching. So there we go.
But,
Mr. Craig, can you? I was going to say, Mr. Craig, can you describe this match?
Suit.
Yeah. Daphne was wearing some sort of weird one-piece skin suit thing, and that shows you how comfortable she was getting involved in this angle. But
Mr. Craig, just describe this whole match for us. Is what I want.
Please do.
Really, Daphne had a thing going on.
5-star classic.
And then I think she was betrothed to him, but then he was like, Stacy Keibler. And they are having this match because he's like, hey, this is how you solve a relationship dispute. How about you two get into wedding dresses and fight each other and strip each other, and the winner gets to marry me. And they basically do this. Crowbar shows up and starts fighting against David Flair because David Flair is like actively trying to have Daphne lose, which really in normal society, you would just be like, I think he just wants to be with Miss Hancock. Daphne,
Yeah.
you probably should just cut your losses and not be with this dickhead. And
Right.
but anyway, I'm pretty sure how it ends. Doesn't she
And
like
then-
take off her own dress? Like she
Yes, he does. and
But
starts
there,
dan-
and then there's
takes off her own
cake.
skirt,
Yeah, yes,
and then
the cake.
starts dancing.
There's a cake fight.
yeah, takes off her own dress, starts dancing, and then loses. You're like, oh no, I lost the match.
And the ref is like stripped for whatever reason too,
Yeah,
and
she
it's just it's
takes
weird.
his pants off, and you're watching this just like I paid money for this. If you were back,
This is
in the day,
wrestling.
If you paid money for this, you'd be like, wow. It's like it's not even- yeah, I don't know.
It's absolute BS. It's terrible. It's a waste of. It's 5 minutes. What was the runtime? About 4:46 or so. It's
It felt
4:14.
longer.
But it feels long. Like the whole segment though runs probably like that's just the match portion is 4:14. It's probably a devoted 10 or 15 minutes to give to that garbage. Yeah, it's the literal 2000s wrestling trope of hey, hot women in less than nothing.
Yeah, and it's just drivel.
That's all it is.
Daphne was a legitimate great wrestler, I think, in her
Yeah.
right, and could have maybe had a match with Miss Hancock for
Right.
to marry David Flair, and it didn't have to be you take my dress off and I'll try to take your dress off, and then we all know who's going to lose because we all know who they would rather see naked, and it's just really the whole thing is just sexist and gross.
And then you have Mark Madden on commentary just
Mark
getting
Madden.
excited.
WCW at the time actually has female wrestlers on that roster that Daphne could work with and get decent matches out of and that stuff. Like they still had Medusa on the roster. You can't tell me that you
They
could
have Medusa. They had Molly Holly.
Molly Holly, yeah.
You could
Before
have
she had jumped, yeah.
You could have had Daphne with Molly Holly
Yeah.
in a match or something. Or even you could have Medusa with Daphne and Molly Holly in a triple threat or something like that instead.
I think Debbie Malenko was part of the WCW roster too, who's Dean's sister. So I mean, like legit,
Wow.
Like
This was bad.
yeah.
I almost fast forwarded through this. I was like, I can't even. This is just horrible.
But as I said earlier, Vince Russo loved Jerry Springer and Howard Stern, and this is the most Jerry Springer Howard Stern shit on the show yet.
And this, I mean, that's exactly right. And I remember watching that Springer documentary, and it's true. Just like yeah, like they're absolutely just trying to tie into that, but it's at the expense of your talent. Like you have these talented workers that could put on a quality wrestling match, and it's like, well, we should be Jerry Springer, and it's like, well, we're not Jerry Springer. We don't know Jerry Springer. There's Jerry Springer. Let Jerry Springer be Jerry Springer. This can be wrestling. This can be good.
Yeah, what blows me away, Craig, is this is going on with the North American federations at the time. And then if you go over to Japan, All Japan Women's is just about to wrap up their run, but their girls are putting on like 4 and 5 star matches almost nightly over in Japan. And so it's just weird. Just weird to me.
I don't know if there's anything to this, but like I think even after kind of like some of the stuff that was going on, like after Bull Nakano came through.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Japanese women wrestlers didn't really want to come over to WWF or WCW at that time, if I'm mistaken.
There was
They
no
would be
money
in
unless you
bikini contests. So why would you want to go to the bikini contest?
It's all glamour. There was no money in physicality, so why would you go over there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The only federation that would give you one iota looking at you at potentially putting you in a competitive match would have been, believe it or not, ECW, but they still probably would have used you for some sort of
because they used all the girls for
angle or whatever, right?
Joey Styles yelling catfight,
or Tommy Dreamer's going to have both women.
So that's just that's it is. The fill with Tony and the announce team as the crew cleans up the ring. That took 10 minutes in itself. They're having their own podcast happening.
This is just bad production, like completely. Besides everything content wise we've seen so far, this was just logistics.
No,
you didn't have a fresh mat ready to go, and we have to watch guys wipe cake off a mat and flip. Eventually, just give up and flip them. And just be like, whatever. The other side.
That's why you usually do your angles on TV and your matches on pay-per-view.
Yep.
You know, it's one thing I couldn't quite reconcile in the aftermath.
Please do.
At the end of this, Stacy Keibler went on to have a WWE Hall of Fame career, and Daphne never even sniffed WWF in her life.
No.
And she tragically, you know what happened to her. So
yeah, she passed a handful of years ago now, I believe, something like that. Yeah,
she was severely depressed at the time.
Yeah. Had a, was involved in TNA for a few years and had a run there, and then injuries caught up with her a little bit with that.
Yeah.
But is a icon with Shimmer Pro Wrestling in the States, because she was one of their pillars to get that promotion off the ground and really kind of start. She was kind of like a pioneer of what the women's division in WWE ends up being in the mid 2010s with the Becky Lynches, the Charlotte Flairs, the Baileys, the
Chelsea Green and Daphne.
Chelsea Green,
the same character.
Yep, Chelsea Green, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Chelsea spoke on podcasts and that stuff about Daphne's influence as well too, right? So when she was coming up, she would rely on Daphne a lot. So definitely.
As a teenager at the time when I watched WCW, I will say Daphne was one of the characters I remember.
Yeah.
And I don't remember her at all. Like, as a lapsed fan, as you call me, she has like no legacy.
Yeah.
But Stacey Keibler does.
Yes.
Which is, to me, that's messed up. How she ever recovered from this, I'm talking about Stacey Keibler.
Yeah.
Her lack of dancing ability and everything.
Her wrestling character is Hancock.
Yeah.
Yeah. How she ever recovered from that to have a Hall of Fame career in the WWF? I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, it's who you know and who you're paired with, I think. So she got, when she goes to WWF in 01, after the invasion, they pair her with the Dudleys, and I think that does a lot.
Well, they pair her with Dudleys. They pair her with Vince. He's pretty much big people. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, it helps in that regard, and so on and so forth. So, so after what seems to be a half hour to clean up the ring,
I'm sorry. One last thing.
Go for it, please.
Who the hell is fighting over David Flair?
That's a good point.
Did anyone ever question this ever?
They're trying to get the Flair fortune, which doesn't exist because he's bankrupt.
Exactly. Why are these two women fighting over David fucking Flair?
It's because with Russo in the company, Ric Flair doesn't want to be involved with WCW, so he's at home just taking his paycheck. That's it.
Oh, so David's just he'll do.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. He's a sub Flair.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The substitute Flair.
He's the e-bug for Ric Flair.
The e-bug for Ric Flair.
This talentless, limp, fucking fermented semen in this. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling David Flair. That's how I'm describing him.
Yeah, and he is carried by Daphne and Crowbar the entire time.
Oh my God.
So TL took great. I think he did it because I think we did talk about this. TL took great glee in the build-up of WrestleMania X8 when the Undertaker broke into the training facility and beat the hell out of David Flair to get Ric Flair to sign a contract for WrestleMania X8. So
that was his only WWF appearance on that.
That's
contract.
right. That was.
You know what's funny? Get this. As kids, we wanted to see Shane McMahon versus David Flair. Now, when we look back on it, no. No.
What school did you go to? Because that never came up.
That came up a lot.
And Shane's a better worker by 10 times.
Yes,
that's what I mean.
Absolutely.
David Flair can't hit the ropes.
If you ever want just a quick laugh, Craig P. Fraser, go onto YouTube and just type in David Flair WWE Titantron. So it's his entrance music, and it's literally just they flash his name in like a early 2000s graphic with graphics in background. They have the wrestler ringing his wrist thing and that stuff, but it's with David Flair, so it looks like the least menacing dude on the planet.
Pale white
trying
guy
to come out and
in
kick
shorts.
your ass. And then
trying to do the Sean O'Hare, the rubbling of the.
And then it cuts.
You know when they do all those match promos, like coming up next.
It cuts to a black and white post-woo shot of Ric Flair in the ring with his eyes bulging. That was his entrance video.
You know what would actually be funnier if you looked up David Flair versus El Dandy.
Oh,
I saw
yeah,
that.
that's
I
bad.
saw that recently.
That's bad. Yep.
That'll
was
show you
that was
what
the Nitro,
he's.
right?
Yeah, that was on a Nitro.
That was on a Nitro. Yep.
You should watch that if you want to see what David Flair's talent level is like inside the ring.
Which is crazy because Bret Hart puts over El Dandy to hell. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because El Dandy actually had to carry David Flair in that match.
Yeah. El Dandy's the greatest. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently El Dandy is a little technician in Mexico and is CMLL and AAA stuff and everything that he did. So
yeah, maybe watch that match one time on YouTube. It's worth it.
So there we go. The foot.
There's so much left in this pay-per-view. I'm gonna vomit.
We're not even halfway. We're not even halfway.
But we're almost 1 hour in. We're not even halfway on the card.
And you complain about WWE only having 4 matches.
Yeah, never complain about that again.
This is like WrestleMania 5 or WrestleMania 6 levels of match length, except the matches aren't good. So it drags.
Quit drawing it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, WCW tag team titles on the line next. It is the tag team of Chronic with 2 Ks, Brian Adams and Brian Clark, taking on the Perfect Event, which is Sean Stasiak and Chuck Palumbo. The runtime was 13 minutes and 34 seconds. And Chronic, so Adams and Clark defeat the Perfect Event for the WCW World Tag Team Championship.
If you don't
go
know
ahead,
who that is, it is Crush and Adam Bomb versus Palumbo and Stasiak.
And they come out to Mr. Perfect's music.
Yeah, a remix of Mr. Perfect's theme song.
Because what was it? Stasiak had beaten
Kurt Hennig and stole his name.
Yeah, and stole the gimmick.
Yeah.
And Palumbo had beaten Lex Luger and stole his gimmick.
Yeah, so one's Luger and one's Perfect.
I think on the same episode of Nitro too. It ended up something like that, or they were consecutive weeks, one or the other. But
I think this was the second best match on the card in that sense.
yeah, I think so too.
Wait, this was the second best match?
I think so too.
It's one of the better matches, but it's also a match that you would see on Thunder.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait, what was the better match?
It's a third hour of Monday Night Nitro type match, but
The only one I liked better was probably at least Booker T winning the championship. I thought that
yeah, when we get to it, yes,
that match wasn't even good.
I was gonna say, but I just
It's the best of the garbage.
we don't have a lot of quality here to pick from.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying for me, this is the best match of the night.
It's do you like Dollar
And
Store?
it's a very low bar. It is the lowest bar ever set in the history of bar setting.
It's just a standard tag team match. Yep.
Yeah.
And it is just a standard tag team match with, I think, no run-ins.
No run-ins. No.
But I do have a super problem with the opening part of this. The tag team champions, they're getting beat. They powder, meaning they go out under the bottom rope and they collect themselves outside. They grab their tag team titles and start to head for the entrance. Nothing convinces them to go back into the ring except themselves.
So they're like,
Fighting pride, damn
it. No, we don't want the count out.
No, like I'll never understand that. I will never. That doesn't make any sense to me.
The heel would take the count out every time.
Exactly. The heel would take the count out and force the good guys to go outside and bring them back into the ring. Or they do that as a ploy so they can jump the bad guys outside, throw them into the guardrail, then get back in the ring.
Yep.
It's the winner's money.
Team.
But why would you just take your belts, go halfway up the ramp, and then turn back into the ring again?
Yeah.
What is the psychology in this?
They didn't even talk to each other. It's not like they're like, hey, whisper to each other or anything.
Yeah. They didn't do the huddle. They didn't do the thing on the ramp.
Exactly.
They kind of looked at it like,
It's like
we
plan to do this. Ha.
Yeah. I'm like, what was the point of that? It's just stupidity.
Yeah.
And granted, this is the best match on the card.
To confuse Adam Bomb and Crush.
This is also like the thing that bothered me too. I don't know why. This was like they're standing in the wrong spots for a tag team match. As far because I always found that usually you have the face team in the top left and the heel team in the bottom right.
Yes.
And they're like, no, we're gonna be in the bottom left and they're in the top right. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like the positioning here.
I don't like the positioning. No, absolutely. Oh man.
Wait a
Yep.
minute. I heard that, Craig. Are you working on your Trump impression?
No,
Yes, you are. I heard that.
Mhm.
that was coincidental.
I don't like that. It's not good. It's not how we do things.
I
It's a
don't like the
disaster.
positioning. I don't like the positioning.
I've been to lots of wrestling events. WrestleMania 4 at Trump Plaza, WrestleMania 5 at Trump Plaza.
They were great.
They were the greatest WrestleManias in the history.
Greatest Trump.
Fantastic pay-per-views.
Yes.
Oh, there you see.
Yes. Right
I
on.
knew it. I knew you were working on
You
something.
got it.
Anyway,
You got it.
this
Yes.
match was a decent tag team match
Hmm.
with this ridiculous psychology that made no sense,
Yep.
but they did it.
Because the bar is set tonight on so low, it's in the upper echelon of matches on the night.
But,
That's the
but could you imagine
problem.
the best thing on a wrestling pay-per-view was a wrestling match?
That featured
Go
Sean
figure.
Sylvia.
Shocker.
Shocker. Shocker.
Unbelievable.
It's just shocker. Hey, the crowd was up for it. The crowd actually was
They got
pretty-
more up
pretty
for this
hot
than
it.
anything
Yeah.
Because it was
because
an
it was
actual match.
real wrestling.
Everything else up to this point has been skits.
Yeah.
Did they overdub the theme music for Chronic on your watch? Because I know I watched an old copy of a WWE Network rip that I had.
No, I watched it on
I'll-
YouTube and all the music was changed out.
Okay, so it was all. So you got like some generic thing, and that's,
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
then,
Craig,
did you get the Mr. Perfect remix too? For
I did. The Mr.
Okay.
Perfect remix did play.
you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Craig, Chronic used Static X Love Dump as their theme music.
if
you're familiar with that track. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Static X. They were pretty
Yeah.
good.
So, because that was part of a agreement WCW had at the time with Tommy Boy Records, so they could license music from Tommy Boy.
Ah, that's why.
Mhm.
Okay.
So there we go. So that's right. All right, next match. We're halfway through the initial match listing. Not the revised match listing. The initial match listing. We're halfway through.
we still
I
have
just-
7 matches to go tonight, boys.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we're just going to skip this commissioner BS with
Oh yeah,
Young Dragon.
more
Just
ninjas
more of
and
this.
Ernest Miller stuff.
Yeah. So,
Who's
positively,
playing that music? Where's that music coming from?
so, Booker T versus Positively Canyon,
DDP Canyon.
DDP Canyon.
Man.
No, didn't somebody in the WWE end up doing this exact same story? Was it Christian?
No, it was DDP.
Christian came out for a promo dressed as DDP. Yes.
And then DDP is like, I'm positive now. We're going to make you feel better, Christian. Stop being so frustrated.
Yeah,
Mhm.
is that not the same thing?
That is pretty much the same thing.
This is a continuation from the last match where, you know, how I said Palumbo beat Luger to take his gimmick and, Stasiak beat Kurt Hennig to take the perfect gimmick. Canyon beat Diamond Dallas Page and took the Diamond Dallas Page gimmick.
It's like video
Oh.
games. You beat your guy and you take his costume.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Runtime for this thing was 10 minutes even. So 10 minutes right on the dot. And crowd is hot for Booker T. No
Yeah.
doubt.
He's ready. He's ready.
This is on Booker's ascendancy to the echelon. He is a main event player at this point.
It's so garbage that Canyon has to have this trash gimmick because again, you could have had Booker T and Chris Canyon in a good
That would have been
decent
fine.
match
Yep.
without some of that crap. But again, the crap gimmicks and the skits and the Vince Russo nah, we gotta give you a birthday cake with candles instead of a pizza thing. It's like it really does sink this match.
Well, the other thing
Here's-
is 2 weeks before this, Booker T was GI Bro.
That's right.
Oh my!
He was in MIA with.
He was the leader
Yeah.
of MIA. He just
He was
left.
the leader of MIA.
This is his first match back as Booker T.
And see, look at that. You don't need some bullshit gimmick to dress up anything. You could just be out there and be
Mhm.
your character.
Mhm. Because again, he had lost to somebody again and lost his initial Booker T gimmick. And so he became GI Bro to come back in. I'll deal with some beeping here. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm like, is somebody calling you? What is that? Someone's dialing
like
a phone in the background.
Someone's dialing a phone, I think.
Yeah, it was like a 90s phone dial tone.
Yeah, totally.
Oh no, it's the Terminator coming back.
But yeah, in this match, the old brick in a book gimmick.
Oh, that was
the classic old brick in a book.
Yeah, brick in a book.
The brick wasn't in the book or something, wasn't it? Like
well, Booker T found out that there was a brick in the book, so he took the brick out, and then when fake DDP went to go use it, there was no brick in the book. So when he hit Booker T with it, Booker T went possum and then pulled him in for a pin.
Yep.
Yeah, see, garbage.
You know what I actually couldn't get over was it didn't bug me, but Booker T looked like Winston from the Ghostbusters.
Oh, with his
The crew
haircut
cut
here, yeah.
Yeah, with the hair and with the mustache and everything. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, he look a lot like Winston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he starts growing the dreads, I think, right after
WWF.
as soon as he joins WWF. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm used to Booker T with the dreads, even the short dreads. Or he always had that look. But I forgot he had the crew cut for a while in WCW. When he was in Harlem Heat, he had the crew cut.
He had the crew cut
Yeah.
in Harlem Heat, yeah.
But here specifically looking like Winston, I couldn't shake it. It was just so weird looking.
Jacked Winston.
Yeah, jacked Winston.
Well, we know Winston. He just never he never says no to a dollar. So
Wow.
that's the Ghostbuster joke. He doesn't care
I know.
about the work.
I know he's the only Ghostbuster that's not a scientist.
Yep.
He's just there to do the dirty work, and it just happens to be the black dude.
Yep.
Fucking Ghostbusters.
So yeah, that's this match. We should probably move on to the next. Oh, here comes Kellen just in time.
Oh, yep, here he goes. Let's get him back in.
Hi.
And yeah, hi,
People-
Lorax. We just went
People
through this
making
match.
phone calls there.
Oh, you guys went through it? Okay, good. Because I didn't really have much to add to this other than
Okay, then let's go to the next one.
to me it's in the to me quickly it's in the wrong spot in the match order, even as crappy as this pay-per-view has been and that stuff. If you're gonna if the initial plan is to have Jeff Jarrett face Booker T later in the evening,
Wait a
why
second.
not have him in the first match with Canyon?
I'm sorry. There's a right time to put the match in with the brick in the book.
The classic old brick in a book.
I'm not saying that this. I'm just saying initially on the initial layout, I would have had this match sooner in the card, but that's just me.
It would've
With
been
the
an
rest of the skits and bullshit.
It is kind of like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yes, there.
Thank
Well
you.
said.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. For sure. So, yeah. So, like I said, there we go.
Oh, there's one other thing.
yeah,
This
go
match
for
is
it.
when I realized that one commentator that nobody likes, he keeps saying mano y mano, thinking it means man to man, but it actually means hand to hand. He keeps saying mano y mano, mano y mano, mano. I'm like, that means hand to hand, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean man to man.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Like, not only is he annoying, he's stupid.
He's stupid,
So-
annoying, and stupid.
So you remember at this time TL and Morehouse, Frazier probably not, but at 2000s WWF, they were starting to utilize attractive female interviewers a little bit more. They had Terry do some backstage interviews. Lillian Garcia initially started as a backstage interviewer on Raw before she became a ring announcer, and so on and so forth. Well, WCW has their own cheap, great value knockoff version of this as well.
I thought that was Tori Wilson, and it wasn't.
Oh,
it is not. It is another fitness model, Pamela Paulshock, and
Oh,
she
God.
catches up with the fat chick friller Mike Awesome, trying to rizz up one of the fat ladies that Jeff Jarrett had
he's
brought.
really into that opera lady. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And so he kind of is pissed off that this hot blonde is trying to ask him for an interview because he's going after, the Viking lady. So
The fat lady who can sing.
yes, absolutely. Which leads us to our WCW US title match. And Frazier will be with us again momentarily. Just had to duck out for a quick sec. But it is the WCW US title. The runtime is 9 minutes and 9 seconds. And it is Scott Steiner walking in as the champion to take on Mike Awesome. But Mike Awesome walks out with the United States Heavyweight Championship by disqualification. So there was a DQ well, the whole thing falls apart. It's such a cluster.
He didn't win the title, but he took it with him anyway.
Yeah. Well, Wikipedia has him winning the title, which is
And Cage Match doesn't. Cage
The
Match has
cat
the other.
comes out and says, "No, Scott Steiner, you cannot use your finishing move, the Steiner recliner. It is banned from this match. And if you use it, I will strip you of the title." So he used it. The cat came out and said, No. You can't use that move. I'm stripping you of the title. This match is over. Ring the bell." And somehow that gave the belt to the other fellow.
Remember how I said earlier in the show about WCW making a habit of signing ECW talent and then throwing them on the mid card and expecting them to do their ECW gimmicks and it to pull ratings or whatever or be successful?
Sure.
The start of this match is typical Mike Awesome in ECW. Fight to the outside, fight to the crowd, drag the opponent with you, throw the opponent off of different elements of the building and that stuff, and then drag the opponent back into the building to, continue the match, right?
It's called easy wrestling.
If you take that match and you take the matches he had with Masato Tanaka just prior to it in ECW and the Anarchy Rules match that we had reviewed, the triangle match or triple threat, whatever, with Taz and Tanaka, it's the same thing. Drags him to the outside, throws him into the crowd, beats up on him in the crowd, brings him back. There's a formula to Mike Awesome matches, I discovered.
Yeah, except you're not wrestling a daredevil in like Tanaka, who's going to make it exciting and jump off of shit and break shit.
No.
You're fighting Scott Steiner, who's a technical wrestler in the middle of the mat.
Who is
and old school as hell.
Yes.
And not the same Scott Steiner that he was even 2 years prior. The injuries were starting to get to it, so.
The steroids are starting to get to it.
The steroids were starting to get to
He's
it
pretty
too.
big
So,
here. He's pretty big here.
Yeah. So.
I always
that's
thought he had the whitest holla, if you hear me, I've ever heard in my life. Unless if like Morehouse or you started saying that phrase.
Holla if you hear
Holler! You hear me! I'm like, ugh.
Well, he is a white Jewish man from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was German.
No, I think they're Jewish, the Steiners.
Rex Steiner?
Rex Steiner.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're German Jewish.
German Jewish, yeah. Well, that's a great mix.
Well, they left for a reason.
Poor guy. Jeez. Oh.
Well, let's get past that part.
Yeah, exactly. We'll keep going. The cat interfering in this at the finish. Like, what? Okay, I'm confused. Somebody set me straight. What the hell was trying to happen there, or what?
I told you.
Yeah, I'm still confused.
The cat doesn't like that move, and he's like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
You're banned from using the Steiner recliner, and if you use it, I strip you of the title. So he stripped him of the title. What are you confused about here?
That's, yeah.
He followed with this threat.
Now that you simplified it for me, I get it, but I just
Why is the question? Why he doesn't like the Steiner recliner, I don't know.
Yeah, it's never explained. I don't think we even talk about it in subsequent weeks. It's just a thing that happened.
No, because Steiner actually moves to the world title picture right after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of what happens in the almost main event.
With
Goldberg and Nash, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that for years we have been conditioned, if we watch WCW, to know that the U.S. heavyweight champion is like a de facto number one contender to the world title because, Crockett era NWA beat that over our heads. Says, if you held the U.S. title, you got the number one contendership. Yeah. You're next in line.
So
that's
Austin was next in line?
No. At the end of this, no. But Scott Steiner would have been had he held on to the title, and that would have been a credible next number one contender. I think would have been Scott Steiner. Anyway, yeah, the whole pay-per-view is goofy as hell. Everybody, I don't know why I'm trying to find logic in it, but anyway.
No, Mike Awesome's career actually goes even worse from this match on.
Yeah, no, this is before this. We haven't even gotten to that 70s guy, Mike Awesome, yet.
Yeah.
Mr. Craig, what did you think about this match we're talking about, which was Scott Steiner versus Mike Awesome after Mike Awesome was trying to hit on the Viking singing fat lady?
the large woman.
Yeah, this match was garbage. I heard in the background the complaining about why is the Steiner recliner banned, and it's like, yeah, why? It's a camel clutch. Like,
It's a camel clutch. It's one of the oldest moves in wrestling.
yeah, I know.
Apparently, the commissioner just doesn't like the move. So
He doesn't
that's why
like it. No.
he doesn't like it.
It's just to me, yeah. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And again, you have two, I think, good wrestlers.
Mhm.
Mike Awesome,
Mhm.
you know, we saw what he was capable of in that ECW match.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just what it is. It's losing credible wrestling matches for bad gimmicks and stupid storylines that don't make any sense. And I think it's everything that Paul
also
screams about WCW.
Yeah. I also brought up that I discovered watching this match with Steiner is that Mike Awesome matches have a certain formula, Craig Frazier. It's that they start, Awesome drags his opponent to the outside, throws him over to the railing into the crowd, and starts beating him up in the crowd, and then brings the opponent back into the ring eventually. Every Mike Awesome match I've seen has that spot where he'll drag somebody out of the ring, throw him into the crowd, speed him up in the crowd, and bring him back. So
it's a pretty good
by numbers.
But even that would have been a better script than what we got in this one.
So, anyways, that's it. And I forgot the T-bone that Steiner hits at the, that had some mustard on that. Huh? He threw him. I was like, oh,
my favorite Scott Steiner part of this pay-per-view is yet to come.
Oh,
yes.
I know which part you're talking about.
I think it's yet to come too. Yes, for sure. So I think TL will duck back in a second here. We'll talk now. We'll probably give him a little bit of a break here because we've got the graveyard match coming up next.
Could you see anything? Because I couldn't see anything.
Now let me tell you somebody.
Vampiro versus the Demon with Asia.
Yeah.
And the runtime for it quickly was 8 minutes and 7 seconds. It is the trope of pandemic wrestling a good 20 years before the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, cinematic wrestling.
Yeah, and it doesn't really work unless you have The Undertaker and AJ Styles doing a match, or Cena and Bray Wyatt.
Also,
Right.
it's nice to bring a gaffer or two with you too.
Yeah, and this was like, this was like, as somebody who runs a LARP.
Yes, go for it.
This was like it was like watching a really badly run LARP mod, where you're like, you go into the graveyard. Where's Vampiro? Where is he? Oh, he's behind a tree. He jumps up and attacks him. They kind of knock around in a bit and knock him into the grave, and then Vampiro takes Asia, runs away with her.
Yeah.
Go back to the Demon, really just struggling to get out of the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Gets out and goes, Asia, where is she? And then just starts running off into the dark. And he chases her down. We see Asia just rocking back and forth like one of those the screamers from that Left 4 Dead video game, just kind of sitting
Left 4 Dead
inside of the bank. And then the water fight. Oh, the water fight. Seeing these two, like, I was like, the cameraman must have been dying laughing. Like,
Vampiro is the master of the elements, don't you know? The month before, he burned Sting in the Infernal match, and now he is trying to drown the Demon. Fire and water.
It's a weird way of showing me being the master of the elements.
Okay, why does the Demon look like a member of Kiss?
Because he is the Kiss Demon.
He's the actual Kiss Demon. Oh my god.
That's the Kiss Demon. That is the wrestler that the rock band Kiss unveiled December 99, I believe it was, on Nitro, at the end of the Nitro. And yes, it's Dale Torborg, fresh from the WCW power plant, is the Kiss Demon.
I was going to say they would have had to have had Kiss's approval, because I don't know if it's a more litigious rock band than Kiss if they were.
He is the god of thunder and rock and roll.
Oh,
and the fun fact about the Kiss Demon character, it was guaranteed at least 3 wrestling main events.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one
Not
of them?
pay-per-view main events, WCW televised main events. So it could have been on Nitro. It could have been on
They
whatever.
found a loophole actually because they started calling his main events special attraction matches events, and that would count as a main event.
Which this one is. So this would
Yep.
count towards the free.
It's just another reason for me to dislike Kiss.
Absolutely.
Were kids going crazy for Kiss in 2000?
No,
No,
And
they
that
were
was
not.
already
No.
uncool for 15
No.
years.
no. This was them. Interesting enough, in the metal scene, this is 2000. This is bands that were huge at this time.
Slipknot was huge.
But not new metal bands.
New
So-
metal, yeah.
Corn.
Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, System of a
Offspring.
Down, Offspring.
My vintage, yeah. Absolutely.
These were the bands that were popular right now. After the grunge scene with like Nirvana and all that in the 90s, this is what came out and was big at the time.
Yeah.
Which was because like you can lump Slipknot, like Slipknot and Linkin Park are not the same genre, but they were in the early 2000s.
People like to lump them in the new metal.
They grew up
anyway,
in the
yeah.
same iPod era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so bands like Kiss, like, I mean, they were like all throughout the time, this was struggling. This was like Metallica right before the whole Napster thing.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of those bands from the 70s, 80s, they were kind of struggling to find ways to kind of stay relevant unless you're Iron Maiden.
Yep.
And so this was just another way of Kiss, because I've always felt that was a marketing scheme that has disguised themselves as a band, where and they're not even necessarily bad musicians. They just don't. It's just I don't know. I got
Well, at the same time period as this marketing stunt, they also came out with Detroit Rock City, their teenage high school comedy.
oh,
So remember this. This is the way that the way that you have to win the graveyard match is first person back to the arena. So that's so everybody remember that, because it does come up later in the show. But this was the acting is so rigid. Like, I mean,
Do we like knockoff China, Temu China?
Timo China. Yeah, there you go.
The reason why she was called Asia was because she was supposedly larger than China.
But she
and
wasn't.
taller. And
Yeah,
she,
it was just
by
another
this
shot
time
at
she was
WWE.
not. Yeah,
They should have named her Taiwan.
because I believe she was off the cycles. If you catch my drift.
Well, she's clearly shorter.
Yeah, she is shorter than China.
She's like the size of that Jordana Grace girl now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit of China. They could have named her Hong Kong. They could have named her Taiwan.
Beijing.
No, Beijing's mainland. Mainland China.
Yeah, but knowing Vince Russo, he would name her Hong Kong.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
But he probably would. He probably would.
But either way, Canadian Jeff Hardy has thrown what's his face, has thrown the Kiss Gene Simmons into a coffin.
Yeah.
And then threw the coffin into a hole, and it rolled into the hole, so it
Oh.
looked like in Arrested Development. And
Yeah.
did anybody watch Arrested Development where who was the magician? Was that Job or Tobias?
Job.
Yeah, Job's doing a trick. And he goes in the coffin, and then he rolls out the back of the coffin, but it actually rolls him down a hill, and then the coffin rolls after him.
Yeah, they fall down the cliff.
Yes, the cliff.
Yeah.
That's literally what I thought happened here.
And the slow zoom to the one tiki or mosquito torch that's lit in the
Yeah, which
in the
doesn't light
grave.
up anything else. It just illuminates the dirt
Yeah.
that it lands on.
It ended.
I
The
do
other
want-
problem I have with this match is WCW's trying to be like, hey, we're real. This is real. This is all real things. These people are having real fights and real stories. Yet we have demonic vampires and Kiss demons fighting.
Also, Canadian Jeff Hardy hits him over the head with a piece of a tombstone.
yeah, that would have killed you, probably.
Yeah.
Blunt force trauma. Yeah. Shattered skull. Yeah.
I also want to point out if Jim Ross was calling this match at some point, he would have said about Vampiro. Vampiro, he played for the Kingston Frontenacs on the OHL.
Ruins his gimmick. Ruins his gimmick.
And also, where did they shoot this? This looked like the most, I don't know, what the
Looked like a golf course, and it just
Yes,
started at
thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
I think it was a golf course actually.
Like this is like the rough between holes 13 and 14 on Daytona Golf and Country Club or something
This is
like
the
that.
cheapest looking set I've ever seen. The most crowded looking graveyard where you put the grave right next up to this tree.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Also, I'm just going to point it out. I'm having like back issues again. So I'm doing the rest of the
that's
pod
fine.
from the ground.
That's fine. We can still hear you, which is
Yeah,
good.
exactly. But if you were to, if my camera's on, it would just be pointed at the ceiling.
we can interpret your cries for help from your voice, so it's all good. So
That's right. I hurt my back watching this. I threw my back out in anger.
for your back out during the review, which is impressive as all get out. That's awesome. Well, we'll speed through the rest here. We go back to the backstage, and it's another one of your favorites, Mr. TL. Shane Douglas is on his pay-per-view.
You know what was funny? I had to Google how old is Shane Douglas in this pay-per-view because he looks about 45.
Yeah.
He's 35 years old.
He's my age.
Yeah.
He's 35. Wow.
Look at
35.
that. That's him.
Is me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got one of those faces.
Mm-hmm. It's not a great promo, but compared to the rest of the stuff we see on the evening,
Okay, take that shit and green out of my face.
Okay. It's kind of okay. Hey, Craig, you could be Goldberg's guest manager. Get them entries in by September 25th, 2000.
Isn't he a bad guy? Why is he taking on clients?
Yeah. Why is that a prize a kid wants to win now if he's a bad guy?
That'd be like trying like this early when I was watching wrestling. That'd be like somebody sending me and be like, "Do you want to be the 5th member of Evolution?" I'd be like, I don't want to be sitting there while Ric Flair gives me just bad advice about life.
Do you want to hang out?
What you're gonna do if you have 2 girlfriends at the same time? You take one of them, you don't let her know you're dating the second one, and then when they meet each other, you pretend you don't know either of them. And I just feel like, okay, thank you.
Also, wait, how old are you in this scenario? Are you like 10?
13.
13? We need another stripper for the 13-year-old.
I'd be like, what?
Woo!
I would just hope that like Batista would be like sheltering me the whole time, just like, don't worry.
Yeah, he gets like
better.
this.
He gets better.
He's just like this sometimes.
Come on, Dave. He's going to learn to be a man. Woo!
He's gonna learn from his father, like I learned from my father. I'm like, what? Learn what? You're not my dad.
Woo! All right.
We
Well,
call this position the South Carolina. Woo!
Jeez, wow. And it has gone off the rails, everybody. Well, this show was never on the rails. It's now off the rails. 4 matches left.
Oh, my Lord.
Almost there.
Next match, just a singles contest. It's Shane Douglas versus Buff Bagwell. Singles match that runs 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Shane Douglas defeats Buff Bagwell in that 7:52.
What? Why does he beat him? Can you explain somebody who comes into this match and does the swerve that makes no sense?
Tori Wilson, of all people.
Tori Wilson!
Yes, a wild Tori Wilson appears.
Who comes in and initially stands on the apron and slaps, what's his face?
Franchise.
Yeah, Shane Douglas in the face.
Douglas, yep.
Then she goes up on the other side of the apron and slaps Buff Bagwell in the face.
It was a ruse. It was a ruse.
Oh my Lord, this is so dumb.
And then it's like one of the most grossest fake kiss sequences ever in the history of any televised. Yeah,
You can tell that Tori was not wanting to do any of that.
No, yes, she's doing the Marshawn Lynch at this time. I'm here, so I won't get fined. That's it.
It looked like two blobfish trying to make out.
Blobfish. that visual. Jeez. So
Do you know what blobfish looks like? Do you have that image ready?
Yeah.
It looks like Shane Douglas kissing Tori.
There you go. You nailed it.
I'm going to Google. Oh yeah, okay. This fellow's making an appearance here. Just give me a second. But
yeah, this match sucked. It's just not a good match.
this match sucked. This match.
I don't
sucked.
think I've ever seen a good Shane Douglas match in my life yet.
I don't think I've
Not
seen a
on
good
this
Buff
channel.
Bagwell
No.
match in my life.
Not on this channel.
These are two people who have never had good matches in their lives.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, why would you put Shane Douglas and Buff Bagwell, two of the weakest in-ring wrestlers of all time, against each other?
Because they
Mhm.
were
And the swerve coming from Tori
Right.
Wilson.
Exactly,
Who's-
for sure.
Who's still storyline with Billy Kidman right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is she?
Yep.
Yep.
So
wow, that's interesting.
This whole company is a friggin' mess.
Oh, don't worry. They'll get new creative right after this show.
Oh, I'm sure it'll
once
be much
again,
better.
yes, yeah. Once again, they'll get new creative after this show. I found the blobfish. So in case everybody's trying to figure out, it's this fellow right here.
Whoa!
It kind of looks like Ziggy.
It does kind of look like Ziggy.
It's like Ralphus.
Probably, yes.
That's Ralphus right
That's
there.
Ralphus, yep.
Apparently, the dangly bit that's out of the what would be the right side of the mouth there is like a full worm. So the little fish think it's a worm that's dangling out of his mouth, and then it slips
He has
up
a
to it. And
big
eats it.
You
nose.
can
Yeah.
take it off the screen now.
Yeah, there we
Thank
go.
you. Yeah, that's a
Who wants-
blobfish.
That's a
Who wants
ball
Red Lobster
blobfish, yeah.
tonight?
So, Mark Madden trying to beat over our head at the end of the match that Tori Wilson is the new head cheerleader for Shane Douglas. I'm like, oh,
Mono
Just-
y mono.
taking a knife and raking it right into the ECW fans, right? So with that, let's take one of our beloved valets gimmicks and throw it out there. Yeah, that's awesome. So, all right.
Next.
Another
Yeah.
hot girl with a guy who thinks he's Triple H.
Yes. Time to play the game. Anyways, yeah. It's one of your favorite bits, Craig Fraser, because I saw you talking about this in our Discord chat. So backstage, Hulk Hogan is here, and then it's it's an interview. It's the infamous interview, rather, I should say, between Jeff Jarrett and Mean Gene Okerlund, where
You want to try that again?
Not his name.
Oh, this
don't need
is Auckland.
I appeared not to have the still for it, unfortunately. But Craig, you said that you loved this one line that he drops during this. What was it? The Jurassic Slapnuts or whatever he calls it.
Oh my god! What, yeah, what did he say
You called
about
him a Jurassic slapnut.
Jurassic Slapnut? Isn't it why? No, why? Because he's wearing the. Is it because he's wearing the shirt or something? Like
He's
I
wearing
can't remember.
Slapnut shirt again, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, he calls him a Jurassic Slapnut. I just like.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because
Really,
he's old. Yeah.
yes, yes, and it just sent me to the moon. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? It was also like, I'm like, were they trying to tie in? Because I'm pretty sure it was not the first one, but it was Lost World Jurassic Park out at this time.
It's already been out, yeah.
It's already been
Yeah.
out. Okay.
No, it's
Yeah. 3 comes out next year.
I see. So
Yeah.
like, I was like, I wonder if they're trying to tie in a Jurassic Park tie-in or something. It's like, why you call him a Jurassic Slapnut? This is the dumbest insult to begin with. He's a Jurassic Slapnut.
Oh, get out of here, Jurassic Slapnuts.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. No, it's such a yeah, he says tonight will be like the usual suspects. Don't forget your head of creative did run a video store at one time, or a chain of video stores. So of course, he's putting in every movie reference known to mankind in his shows. So yeah, that's
Jeff
if you're
Jarrett
wondering.
is one of the worst acts wrestling has ever seen.
Why does Vince keep going to him then? If that's the case,
Vince
not talking
loves him.
McMahon.
Russo loves him. Russo
Yeah,
loves him.
what's the relationship then between?
Well, you know how
them?
real recognizes real and talent can recognize talent? I think it works the same in the opposite direction. Shit
What,
loves to be
swipe the
around
ball?
other shit.
I'm just picturing them having like a stepbrothers moment where they're just like, did we just become best friends?
Yep. That's exactly it. I think shit loves shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I
They
mean,
can make
that's
a peanut butter and shit sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So
Or a shit butter and jelly sandwich.
shit, yeah, a shit burger. A shit burger, yes.
Somebody have to make shit butter? That's a bad gig.
Okay, well, I can continue my paragraph from earlier now because it's that time of the pay-per-view.
No, Lord.
It is time for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match. This is supposed to be Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, rather, versus Jeff Jarrett. Runtime for this match is, if you can even call it a match, 1 minute and 19 seconds. Time to get into the minutia a little bit of this here.
We all know what happens. Hogan's in the ring. Jeff Jarrett is out, takes the lie down as soon as the bell rings. Hogan looks visibly confused. I believe this was a shoot. And Jarrett lies down. Russo yells something at Hogan, throws the belt in the ring. Hogan puts the foot over Jeff Jarrett, 1, 2, 3, and Hogan cuts the whole. Is this you, Russo? That's why this company's in the goddamn shape it's in because of bullshit.
That's right. Yeah,
That's exactly what happened. You just nailed it. That's scene for scene. Except this wasn't a shoot. This was supposed to. This went as the script went.
This is a work shoot. Yes,
This is exactly how the script was supposed to go. What wasn't part of the script or wasn't told to Hulk Hogan was what Russo does later.
That's right.
I see.
After this
Part was
happened.
totally on script. Everything
Yes.
was going to plan as of this moment.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's still that loose end of, okay, you want to get the title off of Hogan and onto Booker T. How are you going to do that?
Without having Hulk Hogan lose.
That's right.
Yeah, Hogan didn't want to put Booker over, even though he's like Booker deserves it, but I'm not going to be the guy.
Yeah. So we have this, and Jeff Jarrett just basically just, acting like the 4-year-old that's putting a sit in at doesn't want to go anywhere. So he's just quiet and laying on his back, right? So,
Next.
but next, yeah. I guess my question would be thoughts on this. This is the starting of the unraveling of the yarn, basically, because you're taking. Would we still consider Hogan to be the biggest star in WCW at this point, or has Goldberg eclipsed him at this point?
I think Goldberg has eclipsed him by now. Yeah.
Okay.
Except he's a bad guy, so they took that all away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no clear. They don't have a clear number one baby face in the company right now.
Right.
And it kind of isn't going to be Hogan because the crowd's already been like, Hogan is old. It's over with. The NWO, the show is over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get
Hogan
what the point. Like, if everything went well, what was the point of this?
It was Russo trying to work the boys, which rule number 1 of wrestling is to never do that. Never work your own locker room.
This ends up being the final on-camera appearance. Well, not really. It's the second last final on-camera appearance for Hulk Hogan in WCW. The final on-camera appearance for Hulk Hogan in WCW is when we switch to the back and Vampiro is stumbling to the ring and walks right past Hulk Hogan.
Grumpy Hogan walking away.
I would assume 2 kids who are Brooke and Nick with Hogan's belt as well too. Yeah.
Yep.
And Grumpy Hogan walking away with his head down.
That's the last time you ever see Hulk Hogan in WCW.
That's right. Yep. And then the last time we see Hulk Hogan on any sort of wrestling program until
02.
Well, I'm not 02 mainstream, 01 if you count the XWF. But
no, we don't.
But it's crazy if you think he came in with fanfare and a ticket tape parade and he walked out in a Vampiro segment.
Yep. Yep. What started as a ticker tape parade at Disney ends with the sheepish shuffling out to your locker room in Daytona Beach, Florida, brother.
While Canadian Jeff Hardy makes his way from the graveyard back into the arena
to officially win the match. So he officially wins the graveyard match. And this is the last time we see the Kiss Demon on WCW TV as well. Hulk Hogan and the Kiss Demon are both relegated.
How are they going to
WWE.
recover from this big roster shuffle?
Vampiro says the Demon is dead and Sting is gone. But then we have, they don't call them druids. They call them mysterious black cloaked figures. I guess they're trying to protect that copyright there, Craig Fraser.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, this could not have been a more Undertaker segment. Besides the Sting masks.
The druids are wearing Sting masks. The casket opens up, and surprise, it's Sting wearing a Sting mask.
I think Shivani has one of the worst calls I've ever heard from a commentator. Are those Sting disciples?
Sting disciples.
The disciples of Sting.
As they're walking out, you see two of them wearing Sting masks as they drag this casket down the ramp.
Yeah.
Are those Sting disciples?
Are those Sting disciples?
And this is actually against the Sting character because he's supposed to be like the Crow who works alone.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Not
sure.
this time. He had Sting disciples with him.
What does the Church of Sting teach you?
One thing that the Church of Sting teaches you is that nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks.
How to hang out in a dark room with mini baseball bats hanging from the ceiling and one
be the Crow.
one bulb light.
How to bungee jump.
Yeah, you could do
how to rappel to the ring correctly, yes.
How to disguise as yourself.
Oh, yeah. How to wear face paint under the mask.
Yep.
See, there's a lot of things you can learn from Church Sting.
Yeah, for
Church
sure.
of Sting.
Absolutely.
Every breath you take.
Definitely.
Oh, God.
Yeah, definitely for sure. So
He should have had a manager named Roxanne.
yeah, definitely.
That would have been awesome.
So, oh man.
She carries a red light to the ring. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, she distracted me as all hell. All right. So, as TL mentioned, this is the part of the pay-per-view now that was unscripted and was Vince Russo's kind of clap back.
Wait!
Hulk Hogan. Okay, go for it.
We didn't finish what happened with Canadian Jeff Hardy. Your mic keeps cutting out.
There we go. Am I back now?
It's because he has audio coming behind
Yeah,
him.
I got some stuff bleeding in the background here and that stuff all of a sudden. So I'll be hitting the mute button on and off for probably the rest of this. Yeah, Vampiro's in the casket, and then they've hang on on that final shot for an uncomfortably long time too. It's like
a long time.
It's a long time.
Sting comes out of the casket, but they're saying it's not really Sting, but it could be Sting. I can't see it. Is it Sting? I don't know if it's Sting.
It's Vampiro.
It's himself.
Yeah, it is
But
himself.
But we think Sting came out of the casket. They all beat him up with a baseball bat, the Canadian Jeff Hardy, and they throw him in the casket, and they stay on that shot forever. And that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. That's it. This leads to a Sting Vampiro match later on down the line. I think it's at either Fall Brawl or at Havoc, one of the two. But
who cares?
It's absolutely okay. So this is the clapback now from Russo. So he comes.
Now this is the part that is unscripted, that went off the script, that Hogan didn't know about. But once he saw it, he got so frustrated and upset he left the company for good.
And decided to file a defamation lawsuit against WCW as well. That was not against Turner, basically Time Warner.
It got thrown out because you can't attack a character,
which he ironically decides to use in the Gawker defense about 10 years later as well. Because don't forget, Hulk Hogan was not on the sex tape. It was Terry Bollea that was on the sex tape.
Yep.
So Hulk learned something legally off of this. This is that comes into play much later, but there we go. So,
Sure does, brother.
Russo walks out. Like I said, pay-per-view's off this rails at this point. Says he's dealt with his BS since day one behind the curtain. Says that he came back for the guys who bust their ass in WCW. Says Hogan wanted to play the creative control card. Says he got his wish and says you'll never see Hogan again. Okay, that much is true. Announces basically the WCW title is going back to Jeff Jarrett, but he'll defend the title tonight against Booker T. And the crowd kind of is
Just confused.
confused. Yes, they're very confused at this point.
And then the
Very
announce team is acting like Vince Russo just hit a home run, Grand Slam World
Yeah.
Series.
They got to really pretend here that there's like, oh yeah, that's our Vince. He did good.
Mark Madden basically saying if Russo was a woman, he'd marry him. I was like,
Yep,
oh my
he
goodness.
did say that.
He did
Yep.
say that. Yep, that happened.
So essentially with this whole thing is Russo had to agree to the fact, okay, well, what we'll do is we'll do the angle where Jarrett lies down,
Mhm.
we'll strip the title, and then you'll take the title and leave, and then
He'll come back like CM Punk did, back in 2011.
so you'll go away with the belt, but we'll still have Booker T and Jeff Jarrett tonight, or
Yeah, and then the plan was Hogan was going to come back around Halloween Havoc and be like, "I'm the true world champion."
so. Basically, Russo had to agree to that. Obviously, creative control, which I mean, I blame Hogan for a lot of this too. But like Russo just snapped and said, "No, I don't want it to go down like that."
Yep.
It wasn't. Basically, what Russo wanted to do wasn't what Hogan wanted to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I know I got that. I know he wanted Hogan to leave without the belt. Like he's like, well, I want to put on Booker T tonight.
Yeah, but Hogan didn't want a job to Booker.
Yeah, exactly. Which
Not yet. He was willing to do it at Havoc.
yeah. So I guess in many ways it's like you got Hogan's ego in there and Russo's ego, and at the end of the day, it's not good for anybody. And
Not just that. It's Hogan's ego versus Russo's ego, but also Russo's stupidity.
right
For not honoring contracts. Yes.
So it just doesn't really seem like Russo had in this moment a hissy fit and cost them Hogan's contract, Hogan's appearances on the rest of WCW.
And what he also tried to do was he tried to make WCW and himself look like the good guys and Hulk Hogan look like the bad guy for making it go down this way.
Attacking Hogan's character, be like, this is what we had to do because Hogan refused to work with us creatively.
But it's like you're the booker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the last say. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But if he would have had the last say, would Hogan have done it? Probably is what he was wondering. Like I'm trying to understand why Russo would go out there like that, knowing that he could be the final say. Like
I'm guessing he's just like, if that's what you want to do, Hogan, you want to come back in Halloween, that's fine, Hogan. That's what we'll do. But I'm lying to your face right now, Hogan, and that's not what we're going to do.
Well, no,
Yeah.
that's this. There was supposed to be a year-long play with this. That's the problem. Is that Hogan had pitched and was under the belief that he drops the belt here and then he comes back and challenges a heel champion 1 year from the date at the 2001 Bash at the Beach, which never happens, obviously.
It's all a bad idea.
It is. So I think he was probably envisioning a guy like Steiner or a guy like, Nash holding the belt or something like that.
Which Hogan would rather fight, because Hogan doesn't really fight black guys that much.
I
was gonna say, I was like, I wonder why he doesn't want to lose to Booker T. Like, you're gonna tell me that he wasn't up and up? That crowd was behind him.
Yep.
Match.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
I actually did Google if Hogan has ever taken a pinfall for a black gentleman before, and he's only lost by DQ.
He's never put over a black person.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a shit sandwich, no matter which way you try to slice it.
Oh, across the board, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's just
Plenty of shit butter to go around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this was like I can totally see the frustrations with Hogan giving him creative control. Like you don't like, I think it was even Kevin Nash in the Dark Side of the Ring. He's like, you can't give a wrestler creative control. I was like, yeah, but you're just
Nash had it too. Nash had creative.
Yeah, no, I was like, yeah, like I agree. Like I think this is huge Hogan ego, but like Russo just couldn't keep it down. He didn't know how to book a show clearly because this was all him.
No, because he always had McMahon to run the show.
Exactly. And so he can't book a show. And then when he finally has to come to like an alternative with Hulk Hogan, he just goes out there and blows up any sense of kayfabe they have in the storyline. You lose your top contract, which, I mean, Hogan at this time was still a very big draw in WCW, but I mean, the storyline was stale, but like, you're not doing any favors by just going out there and being like, you know, this hero of yours, this top guy, he's a pussy. Fuck him, what a bitch. And then I'm like, oh, wow. You literally just go out there and bury this guy. And then, like, now every guy in the back, too, is like, is that what you're going to do to me? Like, this is just not good. I mean, from a management standpoint, this is just not, there's no, I don't see the advantage to anything being done.
I think
I just
Russo
realized
gets fired right after this too, right?
Yeah, he's like fall of 2000 out of there, because there's still that Nitro where there's still the Nitro that he wins the title, right? So still upcoming in September of 2000. So Russo's there for a few more months, but the writing's on the wall and it's getting really, really bad at that point. So I forgot to do something. We usually do this on the show. I forgot to summon Undertaker at the bottom.
Oh, we're only 2 hours in.
Undertaker.
We're still got 2 more matches.
We still have 2 more matches, but
oh god,
we'll pick the first one. Some rotations here, and then the second one will pop up in a few minutes time. But yeah, we're down to our final 2 matches, guys. This is the Scott Hall contract match with Kevin Nash versus Goldberg. So as I pop up the disappointed dad at the water park, as Kevin Nash, as I transition over to take a look at the actual runtime for this match only runs 5 minutes and 27 seconds, and it's your typical WCW fare for what you get at the time, which is just an overbooked mess and just really just disinterested sloppiness, basically.
Well, before the match starts, Kevin Nash runs into Scott Steiner in the back and says, "Hey, this is Scotty's contract on the line. You got to get your head in the game." My head's in the game. I got to start this.
He's jerking off.
Does it look like he's taking a pee?
Yes. He's like, he's taking a piss where he's like jerking off in the corner. I'm like, what are you doing, Scott Steiner?
Yeah.
So stupid. And then Kevin Nash, with all the energy of a divorced dad at the water park with the kids, just like, come on, get your head in the game.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Don't you want to do this for Scott, who's not here anymore, but I have to pretend like I care?
Right. Yeah.
He walks by the craft services table, puts his cup of coffee down, and goes into the entrance.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
I guess I got to wrestle. I'll just leave this here. I'll pick it up on my way back.
Right. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, side note: Macho Man Randy Savage is long gone from WCW at this point. He jetted at the beginning of the year. So,
had he done his rap album yet?
No, that's upcoming in 01, I believe. So I think that's a late 2000, early 01 thing.
01, 02 thing, yeah.
01, 02, yep, absolutely. So we're on. He's writing. He's in the studio writing right now.
He's working on his Mad Jams.
He's working on his Mad Jams. Yes, he's in the studio writing. Yeah,
Mad Jam.
Very unimpressive, kind of limp-wristed, real kind of soft, just typical Russo BS, basically. So it's in this match.
It's for the 3rd or 5th time this pay-per-view. Somebody comes out and you think they're going to go one way, and then here goes the swerve. Scott Steiner takes out Kevin Nash.
We've had so many swerves on this pay-per-view. It's like driving on a really crappily salted.
Steiner does a heel turn by turning heel as he's already a heel.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This like Kevin Nash is so checked out in this already. Like I bet right after, like, I don't know if we ever have an interview of Nash. I'm sure he's done a lot of them, of what he was thinking after Russo and went and did that to Hogan. Like, I'm sure he heard it. He was back there and he was probably like, what the fuck did you just do? And like goes out for this match and I mean, Goldberg, you know, the character, for the kids, like it worked, but like a guy that really needs you to as a heel to run the match and carry it until he can do his spear jackhammer 1, 2, 3 fucking combo that he does. and it's like, this was just like Nash was just like almost like when he was going out for the jackhammer, just like fuck it, whatever, stupid goddamn company. Like
He's giving you a thunder level of effort tonight.
Yeah, like I can almost hear Kevin Nash muttering to himself, like, "Oh, this is bullshit." Just like everything, it was just brutal.
Now, thankfully, this is not the last match on the card, because I could imagine with the original drawn up at the pay-per-view and that stuff, if that's your main event, this thing goes up there with and it might still, it's up there with like Great American Bash 1991, up there with WrestleMania 32, like the worst pay-per-views of all time, basically. This for XYZ reasons. But we have, with the revised card now, a WCW World Title match. Jeff Jarrett, the champion, taking on Booker T in the main event segment. The runtime is for that one 13 minutes and 41, so just a shade under 15. And gentlemen, this is my vote for match of the night. And that's not saying it's a great match. I'm just saying that, oh wow, they've actually, the times that they actually focused on wrestling during this pay-per-view, the matches were okay, they're passable.
I think you found the secret. I think you
Have
found the
wrestling
formula
at a
for a
wrestling
winning show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
who'd
my
have figured
goodness.
that people paid money to a wrestling event to watch fucking wrestling?
This was one of the rare matches as well that didn't have any interference or bollocks. It was
But
just a
there
straight
was-
one-on-one.
It still did with that chair.
the chair at the end was kind of, that's
And Booker T still hit
Russo,
Jeff
but-
Jarrett with the belt to win.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So he needed
but-
help. Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the card, this was,
The tag
Nick
team match was
Bockwinkel,
better.
Kurt Hennig in 1987, basically, or
Yeah, but
or
at least we didn't have
Kawada
at least we,
and Sawa.
at least we didn't have Haku running in with a Bill Clinton mask though.
That's all it was missing.
That's Don Morocco, I swear.
Also, Jeff Jarrett has the laziest shoulder ups I have ever seen on a pin. He went 1, 2, and then just put his hand in the air. He didn't even get his shoulder off the mat.
Did he wave it like he just didn't care?
Pretty much, you might as well. God,
Yeah.
This match was not good. I don't care what you say. The tag team match was way better than this one.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I have this one and I have the tag team match 2, but if you have it reversed, that's fine too. The entire card sucks, but I'm just saying, it's that's the only 2 figs that are semi-passable on the card, whatever.
Yeah,
Still a lousy card.
The reason why this was the top match for me is just because you finally get Booker T WCW Championship, a guy that deserves to have a belt, a guy that's a good worker, and from all the WCW BS that's been going on at this time, like Booker T is one of the guys that were, like, a lot of people even say that, like, all the crap going on with Hogan and the NWO and with Bischoff leaving, because Bischoff was backstage at this. He wasn't running the show, but he was helping.
He was with Hogan, so
Him and Hogan traveled together.
They traveled together, and then they traveled back because the transit from Tampa to Daytona Beach is like nothing. So they flew in together, and then they flew back to Hogan's place, and they got home in time to catch the second Russo promo and the main event, apparently. And so that's what set Hogan off, was watching that.
And I think it was just like seeing the only guy who genuinely had a good reaction with the fans getting something he deserved, which was a belt. It's just unfortunate that it was such a to get to that point.
Mhm.
But that's why it's the top match for me. It's the reaction afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, and he was a long time employee there. He was there for almost a decade at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely through how many different regimes? Like, he came in during Bill Watts, still when
Yep.
Bill Watts was running things. So yeah, way back in like 92, 93. So yeah, so he's gone through Watts, he's gone through Bischoff, he's gone through this mess, and now he's
Watts, Jim
doing it.
Hurd,
Yeah.
Dusty,
not quite.
Rick,
yeah,
Bischoff,
yeah,
All of it.
Russo.
yeah. He wasn't in WCW and around the Hurd era, but yeah, he starts with Watts, which is way back then. So
No, but
Yeah.
Hurd was after Watts.
no, before Watts,
After.
before.
After. No,
The date.
after. Hurd is the one that made Ric Flair get his hair cut in like 92.
That's right, and that's what makes Flair jump to WWF in '92. Bill Watts comes in the middle of '92, so Herd was gone.
Herd was before, yeah.
Was before, yeah.
Look at Booker T and Harlem Heat was there.
Harlem Heat wasn't there until Flair was already gone.
Yeah. They come in '93 because they're another global wrestling thing. They were in global wrestling before coming to WCW. So because of Texas, they were Texas boys. So that's
I still don't like that Booker T used the belt to hit Jeff Jarrett in order to win this match with the second referee jumping in the ring to call the pin.
Yeah,
that's kind of dumb.
Makes him look weak. Yeah,
it does.
It is. It does. So
for the guy who's the hardest working, longest tenured person in the company to win it that way was kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this entire pay-per-view was just not good. So I mean, whatever.
There we go. There's our guy. There's Booker right there.
There's Winston.
We'll forgive you this time, Booker. You got the belt.
The future Stephanie Becker color commentator. Booker T.
Oh, shucky ducky.
Quack quack.
That's what he says.
Yes, absolutely. Shucky ducky.
All right,
quack.
we finished it. We got done with the shit show.
We did. So now we get our chance to rank this thing out of 10. So I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead. My back didn't survive, but we all did.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and give this fig a 1 out of 10 because there's nothing salvageable on this show as far as I'm concerned. This is like UWF Beach Brawl levels of bad. It's terrible. TL, go ahead. What's your general consensus on this show?
0 out of 10. No one should ever watch this ever again.
You can go into minuses too if you want. Like
I don't do that.
You can give a negative score. You are free.
Nope, 0 means 0.
0 is 0. Okay, cool. Morehouse, what's your ranking out of 10 for this thing?
I think I'd give it a 2 out of 10. Yeah, 2 out of 10. I do think it's important to watch to see what not to do. So this, you know how you used to have those instructional videos, what to do, what not to do with wrestling booking? This would be a great what not to do.
Yeah. How would you rebook Bash at the Beach 2000? Yes, exactly. If you're looking to relaunch your brand, Bash at the Beach 2000 is not the way to do it. And before we go to Craig here, I'm just going to tell the Undertaker to rest in peace. Oh,
he was barely there.
Boom. There we go. It was barely there. Yeah. It ran into the show late. Just much like
Undertaker, we hardly knew ye.
We hardly knew ye. Yes, exactly. Craig P. Frazier, what do you think of the show that you had picked? God damn you.
Well, it's a 1 out of 10 for me. I like Morehouse said, it's important to sometimes see garbage in the low bar. Because it's like sometimes when people say with movies, they're like, oh yeah, everybody hates that movie. I hate that movie too. It's like, well, have you ever seen that movie? Oh no, everybody just has seen that movie and they don't like it. So I don't like it either. At least now I can say I've seen Bash at the Beach 2000. I get why it's trashed and I know why it's trashed because it is trash. Despite a couple of good points of like Booker T winning the championship and I guess historical importance, like this last appearance of Hulk Hogan and the shooting, like it's a significant
and the last appearance of the Kiss Demon. Don't forget,
last appearance of the Kiss Demon, and then I mean it's notorious, so I guess it's good to see to understand and like Morehouse said, what not to do.
Yeah, didn't we have a pay-per-view like this not too long ago with the exact same premise?
Maybe.
Which promotion?
I don't know. Some garbage bullshit.
I think it's very similar to the ECW show we watched, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was not good.
That's right. Yeah, the Anarchy Rules thing that we watched. Anarchy Rules 99. Yep. Yeah. So, but that's our trip to WCW in 2000, everybody. It is absolutely wild. All right. Quickly here as we're in the wrapping up of the show portion, we've got some business we got to take care of here too. But first, we will do our plugs like we normally do. You can follow me on everywhere. Basically, where is it? I had it. It lost. It's gone. Oh, there it is. Boom. linktree.com, or sorry, it's linktree/Kellen Nitro's got all the links to everything, and you can check out stuff on YouTube. You can check out my stuff on Instagram. You can check out stuff from this channel. You name it. Just go and take a look at it and check it out for sure. Craig, Dark Exception. There we go.
DarkExceptionLARP.com. If you want to see a mod that is a lot better than that graveyard mod,
if you want to
see a graveyard mod done right,
yeah, these guys will do it.
April 18th at Can't Mask Platoons, our season opener called Fireflies. Check us out, DarkExceptionLARP.com. Yeah, less than a month away.
Will 21 pilots be there?
Only 20 could make it.
Only 20 pilots.
Fireflies, I like it. The song, Anyway,
that's Owl City.
Oh, Owl City. Sorry, that's my bad. What is picking 21 pilots for? Anyway, it's wrong.
Those bands are about 10 years apart.
Yes. Yeah. Tyler Loughton, TM Loughton. Mr. T.
Don't government name me, bitch.
Wow. Your identity's been revealed.
My bad.
My bad. What? Don't follow me.
Don't
look for me on at TMLAUT and at Twitter. Leave me alone. My back hurts and I'm cranky. And fuck you all for making me watch this shit.
Well, I figured out something that might put a smile on your face here at the end, because we have an extra bit of business that I'm asking everybody to kind of stay around for. Is
you have methamphetamines?
No, I don't.
Oh.
So we have to deliver some judgment and some punishment from our last live show that we did.
Suspend him!
From the 2026 WWE Elimination Chamber show. We had a member
of
of
audio one out.
No, am I back? Hello?
You're fine.
You're fine. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So anyways, we had a member of the chat decide to spoil the ending to the men's chamber match. And so I decided to take it upon myself to talk to the Nitromaniac TV Board of Governors. They are based out of Boca Raton, Florida. And they are humbly assisted by the firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe, LLC. I am told that you can give them a call at 867-5309 in your local area, and they will help you out. We have rendered the following decision in the case of one, Craig Frazier spoiling the end of the Elimination Chamber live stream that we did, or the end result of the pay-per-view, I guess, in the Discord chat. Craig P. Frazier will be given the classic D&D punishment of missing a turn the next time we do the rotation throughout the pay-per-view. So next time we do the wheel, we'll only do Kellen Nitro, Morehouse, skip Craig P. Frazier, go to Mr. TL, and then he'll get his turn back the second time. So there we go. Sorry, Craig. That's just how it goes.
I get it. It's a kangaroo court.
Wait a second. What? I'm getting something in my headset here. Some late news as well. Okay. Okay. I'm sure he won't like it, but there we go. Furthermore, this was just relayed to me in my headset. There has been a penalty also levied to Mr. TL from from the Nitromaniac TV Board of Governors in Boca Raton, Florida. They have decided under the snitches get stitches underwriting. as Craig P. Frazier is openly celebrating in the kangaroo court, that Mr. TL's next pay-per-view selection must be a past All Elite Wrestling show for the channel. If not, Mr. TL will forfeit his choice for the next 5 rounds.
Whoa!
Nitromaniac TV pay-per-view real.
We're doing AEW, boys. We're doing AEW.
We are doing All Elite Wrestling next
You know what? I
round.
accept my punishment. I will skip
Is
my.
this your idea, Nitro? This is why this podcast is in the damn shape it's in because of bullshit like this.
I'm lying down on the mat. I'm lying down on the mat.
Actually, Craig Frazier's jumping around like Mark Madden at the announcement.
Mono a mono.
I hope he watched that C4 explosive match.
So to keep track, the next round after we did, because this is kind of closing into Frazier was our Morehouse has the last pick of this round. So Morehouse's pay-per-view has already been selected to do WWA Inception, I believe is the name of the card from 2001. So that's going to be our next show. Will be WWA Inception here on the channel. We will start the next round with my pick. So we'll do that. I'll announce that after WWA Inception is done, whenever that episode is done. And then it goes to Mr. TL, who must pick a AEW pay-per-view. Otherwise, run risk of missing the rounds for the next 5 rounds. So
I call bullshit, good sir. And here's why. You are blaming the victim here. You had a man who did not watch the pay-per-view, spoil it for the people who were watching the goddamn pay-per-view, who were about to go online and talk about it for content for this channel, and Craig Fraser wasn't able to do so. So you're going to discipline me for calling it like it is?
Because
you should have been wearing that pretty dress, my friend.
It is sundress season. Almost.
You know what? You can take your 5 pay-per-views and shut straight up your ass.
So you're taking the 5 pay-per-view penalty over AEW. Again, you just have to pick an AEW pay-per-view. We'll look.
I'm going to do you one better.
Oh, okay.
I quit. Woo!
Are you like lying naked on the bed then? Or
He's gone. He's
Oh,
gone.
he's gone. He's walked off. All right.
wow.
Well, the board of governors heard that and they got back to me and they have said that should he choose to come back, the penalty and the penalty remains, and that he must make the decision on whether he'd like to do the AEW pay-per-view choice of his choosing, by the way. So you can pick any All Elite Wrestling pay-per-view or event.
Would that also count the independent one just before they started?
Yeah, sure. The All In.
All Out.
Or
All
Out.
In,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yes, All
Whatever,
Out.
yeah.
All In, All Out, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Who cares?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
AEW 0.1. Exactly. So he could pick, like, he's got over now with All Elite Wrestling over 5 years worth of stuff.
7 years. They're on their 7th year now.
Oh, that's right. 7 years. Yeah. My math's off. Sorry, my bad.
I don't think that AEW is as bad as Bash at the Beach 2000. So I think he can.
I don't get it.
Have you ever seen that C4 explosive match?
Oh, is that the one with Eddie Kingston where he jumps on?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping that he would pick this next round. Is like we're gonna do that one, and you know what? Maybe in lieu, if he doesn't come back, maybe we'll do that one anyway, just because. But you know what? That's the penalties for sure. And Craig, I'm sorry, but that's how the tribunal has ruled. So we will skip your turn this time, but you will get full autonomy next term. Obviously, it's a 1-turn suspension, basically. So.
I thought he didn't even like WWE anymore. I accept
Okay.
the
That's
will
fine.
of the Board of Governors.
Yes, there we go. The bog has spoken.
The bog spoken.
The bog is spoken.
in the graveyard match.
That's it. Well, for the I guess dearly departed, is he dearly departed? I don't know, Mr. TL.
He died?
Well, he's not among us anymore.
You just need to
Wow.
go for a
He's
minute.
dead.
No.
We got no benefits here either, so that funeral is I ain't paying for it. So, but
We'll start a GoFundMe. Start a GoFundMe.
Mr. TL is in the coffin surrounded by the men in sting masks.
This Sting
No,
acolytes.
yeah.
He's next to
That Asia laid out right beside him, just like
he's next to Asian, the demon. He's in the
the
casket.
demon. So this is right before he. Oh, we forgot. There was like a misting here that happened too, and
He spat in his face. It was
Yeah.
great.
yeah. That Vampiro and storyline, by the way, beat the Great Muda in Japan, so he could have his mist. So there we go.
Oh.
Because again,
Mist versus Mist match.
this era of WCW, you beat an established star, you become their gimmick. So
Like I said, like in a video game, you kill a guy and you rob him.
there we go. But Craig, thanks again for joining us. Morehouse, thanks again for joining us. And thank you for watching and tuning in here on the channel. Next show will be WWA Inception. I don't know what the lineup will be for that one, but I know these three are in, so or these two at least, and I'm in. So I guess these three. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we'll catch you guys next time here on the channel on Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited. Do take care.
You got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.